out there for the first time. Both teams now have made their way out of the tunnel. Arlington Bowie Volunteers, orange tops, black pants. The Flower Mound Jaguars, all white uniforms, blue lettering with blue helmets.
They're playing a very familiar fight song to my heart. It sounds like they're playing "Hell to the Victors" as a Michigan Wolverine fan and a family that comes from Michigan. It's very endearing to hear that song. I feel like I want to stand up and chant.
One of the more famous songs, I'd say, fight songs. College football world, Michigan defending national champions here this year.
Opening kickoff for Michigan will be tomorrow. Get at home versus Fresno State as they defend their 2023 championship. Here we're looking for opening kickoff soon. And as they get ready to head to the national anthem, we will step aside for another break. Waiting for kickoff here at Wilemon Field. This is Zap Radio covering Bowie Volunteers, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Taqueria Taco Express is your one-stop shop for all things authentic Mexican in Arlington and Grand Prairie. And this fall, you'll now have 4 stops to choose from. Visit the new location off 20 and Little Road or any of their 3 original locations and try their $10 Taco Tuesday. It includes 5 tacos and an agua fresca. They also feature new birria items plus tortas, gorditas, and more. Find out just how much more by visiting taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Pools in Texas need servicing all year long. At Rami Pools, LLC, we provide quality pool services such as cleaning, maintenance, and repairs. So call 469-951-0107 for a free estimate and ask for Roberto. Rami Pools, LLC. We're going to make you fall in love with your pool again. Hablamos español.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
Welcome back in first quarter of action set to start here momentarily. Tim Costello, Jot Holly on the call, coming to you from Wilemon Field in beautiful Arlington, Texas, as we get ready to start the 2024 Bowie Volunteer football season. And it is a little bit of a scorcher, but nothing any native Texan couldn't handle.
Yeah, it is hot out here, but the sun's going down. There are some clouds getting ready to cover the sun as it's gonna duck behind the home side press box. Last night for the Sam Houston game, sun was in our eyes the entirety of the first quarter. It was a little bit warmer yesterday than it is today. There's a chance of rain coming in tonight, so hopefully it cools down. It gives us a good breezy football weather and a good game to watch.
Should be a fantastic game. First game of the season, always so exciting. All that hope in the air, the pageantry of high school football. You've got the drill team making their introductory walk around the track here. Both sides have their cheerleaders ready to go. Uniforms are clean. There's just something about that first game of the year where hope springs eternal every single season.
Yeah, opening kickoff every Friday, every fall when Friday comes and you're a high school student, that thrill of knowing that you're just days away from getting on the field. First chance of live action starts from the first day of training camp. It goes all the way through. When you get your pads on, you're ready to hit somebody else that's not on your team. Now this is a chance for Bowie to come out, hit somebody else that's not on their team. As they get ready to line up for the kickoff, they spot the ball at the 40. Ready for some action. We got Flower Mound jumping around on the sideline. They're excited. We're excited. Football Friday is here.
As you mentioned, we are teed up at the 40. Flower Mound again, all white uniforms, blue numbers and lettering, blue helmets. Bowie Volunteers kick the ball off, caught at about the 15-yard line, working towards the near sideline, finding a corner and making a move, hurdling a defender and running out of bounds at about midfield. That is number 6, Trey Brown. Nice start to the season for the Mound, as they say on the front of these Flower Mound jerseys.
I want to give a shout out to number 16 from Flower Mound. He had a good block on the outside. Give it to get another 5 more yards out of that kickoff return.
Yeah, Dane Rittenauer sealing the edge, giving his man opportunity to make something happen. So now here comes that Jaguar offense. Again, Noah Spinks, just a sophomore in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers near side, 1 isolated at the top on the far side of the field. Lefty, quick little screen pass. Caught and quickly brought down, picking up maybe 4 or 5 yards is Carter Massey. 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first down. 2nd down and 6. Jaguars looking to move fast. Now the 3 receivers are on the right side of the field. Running back in motion, will pass out of the backfield. Bobble caught, picking up first down yardage across the 45-yard line is number 7, Ryan Stadler. That looked like disaster for a minute there, Josh. Someone could have gotten lit up. Instead, it's first down.
It did. That was a very good job by number 7 to keep his eyes on the ball. And even though he bobbled it in, he was able to bring it in, get 10 more yards, get the first down.
Here's a option play. Quarterback keeps across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. That one is Noah Herdman, actually. Looks like we've got maybe someone playing a little bit of that H-back role. The old Tim Tebow role came in to run the play, the quarterback keeper. Now Spinks has it, drops back, sets, fires, going deep. He's got a man. It's dropped. Some contact, but they're going to call it incidental here. He's looking for Carter Massey down the sideline, and between me, you, and all the listeners at home, a better throw. That's 6.
That was a good job by the corner, number 28, Stephen McQueen from Bowie. He was able to shield Massey's eyes as that ball was in the air. The ball was a little bit underthrown, and if he leads him a little bit more, that should have been a touchdown.
Now it's 3rd down and 5. Rolling to his left, throwing over the middle, caught by Massey at the 32-yard line, wrapped up immediately. Should be good for a first down, and it is. The Jaguars on the move here, just outside of the red zone.
And that's one thing that Bowie's defense has to get accustomed to is a left-handed quarterback. Noah Spinks is throwing is a left-handed quarterback, so everything he throws is going to look a little unorthodox.
A little pitch play to the far sideline, shifty move from Stadler as he maybe shied just short of the red zone at the 21-yard line. Should be good for another first down.
And already, Flower Mound's gotten on the field. They've driven 40 yards down the field, and now they're in the red zone.
And they're moving fast. Now it's going to be Erdman in the backfield, it looks like.
That's timeout by Bowie. Looks like Bowie wants to get the defense together and try to slow down this offense. His Flower Mound has came out firing.
Yeah. Not a bad call there by Bowie, but we'll take a break with the team. You're listening to Bowie Volunteer Football on Zap Productions, presented by John Wayne.
Pools in Texas need servicing all year long. At Rami Pools, LLC, we provide quality pool services such as cleaning, maintenance, and repairs. So call 469-951-0107 for a free estimate and ask for Roberto. Rami Pools, LLC. We're going to make you fall in love with your pool again. Hablamos español.
Flower Mound Jaguars are driving deep in Bowie territory. Early first quarter, still scoreless, 10-12 left to go here in the first. So far, it has been all good for sophomore Noah Spinks, the lefty. Now he lines up as the running back, takes the handoff, now rolls back to the near side. He's going to throw it. He's got a man. It's dropped. Little trickeration here early in the game from Bowie, and he was looking for his running back, Stadler, coming out of the backfield, and not a bad play.
That was a great play. It threw Bowie's defense off. Stadler, number 7, it had it in his hands. It fell through his hands as he's diving to catch it. That should have been the second touchdown of this possession, but
yeah, Flower Mound now hands it off over the middle. Rumbling, stumbling forward is Marcus Simpson. Picks up about 7, maybe 8 yards there. Maybe even more. No, they're going to give him a full 10. Now we're first and goal. Handoff over the middle. Simpson again brought down. Actually, no, I was incorrect. It was second down. Now they got the first down. It'll be first and goal.
He was about a yard short. The referee signaling for the change to move down. It's first and goal. Yeah, he was about a yard short on their previous run, but either way, they are driving. They're 10 yards from scoring. They're taking an early lead.
You know, it might be first and 10. There might be about half a yard between that pylon and the chain stick. So we'll call it first and 10 from the 11. Here's the shotgun snap. It's receiver's left side, rolling left, throwing left, caught on the sideline, makes a move to the pylon, and that is a touchdown, Jaguars. Carter Massey hauled it in about the 4, made a man miss, and scampered home for 6.
That's a very good play call there by Flower Mound. They sent a man in motion. Bowie didn't move with it. Massey was sitting there as Spinks rolled out. Again, having a left-handed quarterback, everything's going to be flipped for you on the defense. You have to keep your eyes rolling. He's going to roll left, not roll right. But instead, it worked in Flower Mound's favor, and now they're up by 6 with extra point pending.
Yeah, let's give Coach Brian Basil some credit here. He had a heck of an opening drive scripted as the extra point is up and good. 7-0 Jaguars. But a great opening drive. He clearly sees what his quarterback likes to do, likes to move and throw at the same time, and it's worked. So far, it is all Flower Mound on that opening drive. I don't think there was one negative play. But 7-0 Jaguars. We'll take a quick break here. But before we go, I want to remind everyone that Conpark Dental isn't your typical dental office. It's nestled under the shade of a 60-year-old pecan tree. Dr. Stephanie Banks and her team provide advanced dental care in a warm, inviting setting that feels like home. Whether you're looking for the latest cosmetic dentistry or a cozy place where you and your kids feel at ease, Pecan Park Dental is your go-to here in Arlington. Take a quick break. You are listening to Bowie Football here on South Radio, presented by John Wayne Roofing.
Hi everybody, Paul Lovato from Jambo's Barbecue at the historic Arlington Steakhouse here on Division Street. If your teenagers make your fridge look like you've never bought groceries, then stop by for a Jambo Texan sandwich or our Sadie loaded potato. The king and queen of barbecue meals will fill your kids up and keep them full long after the game is over. Peace, love, barbecue, and football.
Welcome back in. First quarter of action here from Wilemon Field. Flower Mound Jaguars leading 7-0 over the Bowie Volunteers. Tim Costello, Jot Holly, coming to you live on ZAP Productions. Kickoff is away and deep. This one is going to be fielded in the end zone and taken out of the end zone. Across the 10, working towards the far sideline, across the 15, and cut down at the 16-yard line is number 22, Joseph Campbell. Campbell might have been better off taking a knee there.
He should have thought better about that. He was in the end zone, should have taken the safety, even fair catch, anything, but he thought he had room. He got out. When he got to the 10-yard line, there was nobody in front of him except for Flower Mound. Flower Mound defenders took a left and nowhere to go.
Right, so here will be our first look at the volunteer offense. Larry Nichols running the show here for Arlington Bowie High School. Yeah, Nichols last year had a pretty good season. 2,000 yards of offense as he fumbles the opening snap, now picks it up, has to run it, and he is met pretty firmly there at maybe the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two behind, actually.
Looks like it was number 11 from Flower Mound that came in and made the tackle. And that should be number 11 for Flower Mound came in and made the tackle. Yeah. Larry Nichols dropped that ball on the snap. He wasn't prepared for it. He was waiting for the man in motion. The man in motion kind of stalled behind him and took his eye off the ball. Now it's 2nd and 12. So he's got to come back out and try something different.
Snap was a little high and maybe to his left a little bit. Here comes a man in motion towards the near sideline. Three wide receivers near, one to the far sideline. Here's a little screen pass out of the backfield. Picking it up across the 20. Makes man miss at the 30. And out of bounds at the 32, that is number 6, Darian Bowers. Again, Bowers, another one of the few returning starters for the skill players here on offense for Bowie.
And Bowers, when he hit that corner on the screen, he had blockers in front of him for the receivers to be able to get 20 more yards out of that play. Showing the speed there as he gets pushed out of bounds right around the 30. So Bowie's driving now, 1st and 10 at the 32.
Flower Mound can expect to see a heavy dose of Bowers, as he was a heavy focal point of an offense again that ran it for over 200 yards a game last year. 1st down and 10 at the 31. Play action pass into the flat, caught at the 35 across the 40 and spun down at the 43. That is Zion Shelby. The wide receiver made the play out of the slot. We've got a Jaguar down.
Shelby is a big man. He's listed here, kind of a split between a tight end and a linebacker, so he goes both ways. That's a big man to take down. That caused the injury there for Flower Mound. Possibly a cramp, possibly a little bit more.
Well, they attend to the injured Jaguar. We'll take a quick break. We'll step away. And again, you are listening to Bowie Volunteer Football on Zap Productions, brought to you by John Wade Roofing.
This broadcast is the intellectual property of Zach Arnold Productions. Any use of their multimedia, including audio, video, images, and other content, may not be repurposed without prior express consent of Zach Arnold Productions. We thank you for your cooperation and for tuning in to tonight's broadcast.
Hey, this is John Wade Jr., Colt Football 97, class of 98. And the next time you have a roofing issue, be sure and call Arlington's favorite roofer, John Wade Roofing. Look us up on the internet at johnwaderoofing.com.
First quarter of action here from the first game of the season. Bowie Volunteers taking on the Flower Mound Jaguars. We've got a Jaguar down on the field being attended to. Jaguars took their opening possession right down the field as the sophomore quarterback Noah Spinks sliced and diced this Bowie Volunteer defense. Now Bowie having an opportunity to return fire. Just a quick pause of action as we make sure that everybody's okay down there on the field. John, what have you seen so far, at least from the first few touches from this Arlington Bowie High School offense, that anything translate from what you guys saw in some of the games against them last year?
It came out a little like a struggle on the first play with the ball over the quarterback's head on a bad snap. But it came out to recover the next play for the swing. Was able to get out Barris, showed the speed, that's just moving down the field. But they've only gone 4 or 5 plays so far in this drive. But they are moving after a first play make a hiccup. Let's see if they can get down the field and drive after this.
Injured player is number 18, Cade Nickel. It looks like he is going to be able to get up off the field with some assistance here. That's good to see. At least he's doesn't need the cart or anything like that.
And that's a good sign of sportsmanship too. Bowie and Flower Mound both taking a knee as Nichols is getting helped up off the field.
So Arlington Bowie will take the ball back over after the stoppage in play. They're at their own 43 and driving. They come out in a 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the near side, 1 on the far. Running back on the near side in the shotgun formation. Here comes the motion man towards the far sideline. Now double twin sets. Takes the shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw. It's a screen. Over the middle, making a move at midfield, making a man miss and getting physical down to the 45-yard line. There is Zion Shelley again. As this physical young man is making his presence felt on a couple screenplays on this opening drive.
I can see now why they have him listed as both tight end and linebacker. He's a very big kid to bring back down. And he's making it known. He has some speed. He has the power. He powered his way up there to get Bowie that first down. Now they're driving into Flower Mound territory.
This isn't your father's tight end. He's not here to run block. This man's here to make plays on offense. Here's a play action pass thrown to the far sideline. Caught in the flat, make a move across the 40 down to the 36, 37-yard line. That time it's Samaj Green.
That was one of the receivers we were looking at as the game was started that we heard good things about coming into the season. Samaj Green, number 1. He's their number 2 receiver behind Dylan Talley. But he comes out, he's a really good slot, really quick. Did a good job there, picking up 9.
So now here we go with a double tight formation. Still in the shotgun, 1 receiver on each side of the field. They bring Shelley in motion, bring him back to his original position. Here's the handoff over the middle, making a man move, making a miss down 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Volunteers. Darion Bowers made a man miss at the 25, and he scampered home for 6.
That was a great run by Bowers. A lot of that was made up by the right side of the offensive line, the right guard Freeman, the right tackle, and they were able to get a good block out of there. Spring Bowers open for a touchdown run.
Yeah, they sealed the edge beautifully. Bowers read it perfectly. Saw one to bounce it outside. Oh, no. Is there a bit of dirty laundry on the field? Looks like this one might be coming back.
That's a momentum killer there.
So instead of a touchdown for Bowie, looks like it's going to be a holding penalty. Still a first down, but it's going to wipe out the touchdown. So that's going to be most likely one of the wide receivers there blocking on the outside.
Might have been a late flag. At first glance, it took a while to see the referee throw it.
I didn't see anything initially. So here's a first down and 10 at the 30, maybe the 29-yard line. Shotgun snap, hand off again to Bowers, this time over the middle along the hash marks, gets down to about the 20, maybe a couple yards short of the first down. This kid's electric.
Yeah, this kid's going to be the workhorse of the night. Bowers already came out here and made an impact in his first 3 runs. You're a player to look forward to as you
know. Another penalty flag on the field. This one going backwards again. That's a
false start.
I think they're actually going to get him for a legal formation there.
That's 2 momentum killing penalties for Bowie right there. You had a chance to drive. The first one was a touchdown. The second one, you got 5 yards, cut that, make it a short, but now it's 1st and 15.
Now, 2 receivers on each side of the field, Bowers in the backfield. They bring Shelley in motion here to the near side as he lines up at the line of scrimmage. And off again is the Bowers. Again, he's got some room. He's across the 30 before he's game tackled at the 31. Where he gets the penalty yardage line from his 2nd down to 10. Looks like Bowers is calling for a little breather here. He's got to be gassed after.
After the first one was a 30-yard touchdown, they got called back. The second one was a big run. They got called back. His last one here, he took 4 tackles, people down on the tackle. So he needs needs a water break real quick.
So now Denzel Ponder checks into the game. Again, Ponder, a couple touchdowns last year as a sophomore. They split him out into the flat. Looked like a fake screen. This is going to be a pass wide of its intended target, Samaj Green.
In the center, number 73, Antoine White, for Bowie, had to come back and split from the Flower Mound defender out of the way at the last minute because that ball was going to get tipped or possibly went the other way. Got there unblocked.
So, crucial 3rd down here early in this game. 5:21 left to go in the first quarter. Bowie trailing 7-0. 3rd down and 10 from the opposing 29-yard line. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. They fake the handoff, throw over the middle is caught at the 21, down to the 20, maybe the 19-yard line for Shelley. It's going to depend on the spot. I think they're saying they're about a yard short for it.
And that was close. It looked like the yard for first down was 20. They're in about the 20, 21, about a yard shy. It's Shelley, big tight end, making an impact early.
And again, Bowers called himself out of the game. He's putting himself back in here on a 4th down and short. Nope, they didn't get him out of the field time. They call him back. Bowie will go for it here.
Interesting formation, 2 tight ends on the right side.
They hand it off up the middle. It's going to be bounced and fumbled. Picked up, I think, by Bowie, and that should be good for a first down. It was 14 Ponder. He tried to bounce the ball. He tried to bounce the run outside. In that process, lost the football. One of the fellow Volunteers fell on the ball.
That was a good play by Flower Mound. Defensive player Silas Wilson. He was the one that caused that tackle he was the one that caused that fumble and stripped it out. But it was a good job by Ponder to be able to recover and scoop the ball back up so Bowie keeps possession.
Joseph Campbell checks into the game at running back for the Volunteers. 2 receivers far side, 1 on the near side. The snap is over the head of Nichols. He now has to get rid of it. He just throws it away. Smart decision there, Luke, to play another down. As that was going to be a 15, 20-yard loss. And already first drive of the season and 2 bad snaps for this Volunteer football team.
Looks like the coach of Flower Mound is asking if that ball is illegal grounding. Additional grounding.
Yeah, I think he got it back past the line of scrimmage, though. So that's how they get away with that. So that'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 15, maybe 16-yard line in between. 3 receivers left side, one of which is Shelley. Little bunch formation. 1 receiver here on the near side is Tally. Here's the handoff up the middle. Not going really anywhere. Pick up a yard or 2 for number 22, Campbell.
Bowie, they're bringing in the 3rd string running back, Campbell. Only able to get a yard after that. Bowie's milked up the whole clock. We have about 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 40 seconds of clicking here in the first quarter. Bowie's been on the field for about 7 minutes here.
Defense is tiring. That's one of the reasons you could love to run the football here in Texas. Here's a 5-wide snap. Quarterback draw. Plenty of running room, but here's some more laundry on the field. It was going to get down to maybe the 6-yard line, close to a first down, but I got to think this one's coming back again.
It's another drive killer there for Bowie. Bowie has been on the field. They've been driving through all the mishaps. They've had 3 flags. They've had 2 bad snaps. They've had a fumble by the running back. They're all able to recover from that to get it to the 15. But eventually, you're going to have to score. This drive's going to end with no points.
And that was a great play call. They had 5 wide, went with the QB draw. Plenty of running room, but someone got caught holding there on that offensive line. Referees are still discussing it to see what the call ends up being, but I have to think this was a hold.
He's waving the flag off.
All right, so that should end up with either a first down or a 4th and very short. We'll have to see where the spot is. I think they're saying first down, so it should be first down and goal now here for the Bowie Volunteers. What a big break as that flag got picked up. First down and goal at the 6-yard line is where the ball is spotted.
Darian Barrett has checked himself back into the game, so this might be a good chance to try to get Barrett's ball 10 yards in.
That hurt. Tally's alone, 1-on-1 on the near sideline. He's got a good foot and a half, maybe, in height on the cornerback. Covered a little. There's going to be a pre-snap penalty.
Delay game.
Oh, my goodness.
Center mishaps early on the first drive. 2 bad snaps and now delay the game.
You know, you hate to use the word undisciplined when it comes to a football team, but really that's been the only way to describe this opening drive. Has been a lack of discipline for the Bowie Volunteers. They've had procedural penalties. They've had holding penalties, all at bad times. So far, they've found a way to overcome them all. They overcome this latest delay of games. Now it's 1st and goal from the 11. Quarterback keeper on a replay. He's going towards the far sideline, makes a move, and brought down is Nichols at maybe the 2-yard line. Pickup of 9 on the first play.
So very good job by Nichols using his legs to get out, extend the play. Now he's 2 yards shy of getting in the end zone after a very, very long drive by Bowie.
Everyone zeroed in on Bowers. Left the backside wide open for Nichols to keep it himself, and he did.
Keep an eye down at the bottom of the field. Number 8, Dylan Talley, 6'3", is 1-on-1 coverage. Let's see if they throw a fade up to him.
Here's the shotgun snap. They hand it off to Bowers, and he will plow forward. Did he have enough? He did. This one's not coming back. Touchdown, Darius Bowers. Touchdown, Bowie. It's a 7-6 ball game here in Arlington.
After a very, very long drive that saw multiple penalties, multiple bad snaps, a fumble, Bowie's able to capitalize after all of that with a chance to tie this game up with this extra point.
So now here is Leo Espindola on to attempt the extra point. Tally, actually, the holder for this volunteer football team. Spindola. Slow snap this one up and good though. Tally does a nice job of receiving the snap and getting it down, laces away. And the Volunteers tie this game up. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter as that long drive took over 7 minutes. But a new ball game here in Arlington, Texas from Wilemon Field 7-7 between Bowie and Flower Mound. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bowie Football here on ZAP Productions, brought to you by John Wade Roofing.
Hey Arlington residents, are you tired of rising insurance rates? Then it's time to make the switch to Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services, Inc. Since 1984, they've been your trusted local insurance experts offering competitive quotes for all your needs. Auto, homeowners, umbrella, renters, boats, and even classic cars. Why settle for less when you can get the best? Compare coverages today and see how much you can save. Call April or Jason at 817-265-3346. Chapman Cornelius, your local insurance partner since 1984.
Welcome back into Wilemon Field, Arlington, Texas. Tim Costello, Jot Holly on the call on ZAP Productions. A wonderful football game underway here on the beautiful last Friday of August 2024. Arlington Bowie taking on Flower Mound 7-7 here with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Espindola has the ball teed up, waiting for the nod that he can let it rip. Here's the kickoff. This one is going to be a little bit deeper than the first, going to roll into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. So Flower Mound will touch the ball again for what feels like in forever. A little bit of a different vibe on the offense for both teams. Flower Mound very quick, went right down the field in less than 2 minutes, where Bowie took like 7 minutes, slow and methodical. We'll see what happens here. The Bowie defense has had an opportunity to rest, an opportunity to react to what they've seen. We know that the quarterback, Noah Spinks, likes to roll, likes to throw on the run. They've used some trickeration here so far to start the game. They'll start with an empty backfield, 3 receivers near side, 2 on the right side, one of which the running back. And here comes an end around. They pitch it to the running back, coming on the near sideline, makes a man miss, then is lit up at the 34-yard line. That one, Ryan Stadler, coming in motion and took the jet sweep. Picks up first down yardage, though, before he took the tough contact.
That was a good job by Flower Mound's receivers to get good blocking to spring that run. Give him the first down, pick up 10.
Deep backfield, 4 wide receivers on the far side. They throw a quick screen and sniffed out immediately. That time by number 24, Elijah Atwood. It was a fantastic play. Pardon me. It was number 4, Cameron Bauk, who they tried to throw the screen to. Lost about 2 yards. There's a second down play. Another quick screen on the near side. This one blocked a lot better. Across the 40 to the 43 before wrestling down number 9, Carter Massey.
And Bowie's going to have to do a better job as this game goes by, keeping an eye on these screens.
Now here's a quarterback keeper, but I think a timeout was called first. Again, the Flower Mound, little trickeration. They move Noah Erdman into the backfield for the quarterback keeper. And what they're doing, there are 11 guys on the field, John, but they are repositioning them constantly. We'll bring Erdman into the backfield and he'll take a quarterback keeper. Or they split Sadler out wide, or they do a lot of different things with their base 11 that are on the field that I think might be causing some trouble here for this Bowie defense early. They've already used 2 timeouts, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
One thing that Bowie's going to have to do when Flower Mound's not going to the weak side of the field. They hadn't had many moments of throwing or running to the side of the field. So when you see the receivers three on the right, three on the left, you gotta go strong to that side, make Flower Mound adjust to that. But at the moment, you're just gonna keep one up and you keep a linebacker shifting back and forth. You make your defense tired, you're confusing your own players. Just know wherever the heavy side is at, that's most likely where the ball is gonna go.
Now here after the timeout, a third down and a long one. A little bit of a diamond package as they hand up the middle. I don't know if he's going to get there. Still churning his legs. It's going to be tight. Maybe the third effort might have gotten the job done that time for Marcus Simpson. And it did. The initial contact was made at the line of scrimmage, but Simpson, a nice job to keep pumping those legs.
That was a good job by Flower Mound's offensive line to get a big push behind Simpson too.
Another screen pass here to the near side. Massey makes a man miss across midfield down to the 46-yard line. The old stacked formation on both sides. And it seems pretty clear to me that Flower Mound's going to keep running this screen game until Bowie can find a way to stop it. And it doesn't look like so far that they have any interest in playing some press defense and getting the screen game disrupted.
Yeah, the cornerbacks are 5 yards deep on each play, especially right now after the jet sweep.
Another jet sweep, this time to Simpson. He picks up what looks like close to first down yard. If it's not, it's going to be third and maybe half a yard.
Looks like the third and a half a yard to 45. But either way, but Bowie's not adjusting. Defensive line's not getting pressure. And again, the corners are 5 yards.
The Wildcat play. Ball is fumbled. Picked up maybe by Bowie. We'll have to see. He came away with it. Either way, it's going to be short of a first down. Erdman and that Wildcat fumbled the snap. And it looks like
Flower Mound was able to retain the ball.
I'm not sure about that. We'll have to. It looks like they're changing possession here.
We're going into the end of the quarter.
You are right. Pardon me. End of the first quarter here in Arlington at Wilemon Field. 7-7 ball game between Arlington Bowie and Flower Mound. We will take a quick break. You are listening to Bowie Football presented by John Wade Roofing.
Taquería Taco Express es la taquería oficial de Zach Arnold Productions. Extraordinaria y auténtica comida mexicana. Aquí encontrarás el mejor menú para el paladar más exigente. Puedes visitarlos en una de sus 3 sucursales ubicadas en Arlington y en Grand Prairie. No te pierdas de su grandioso especial todos los martes, Taco Tuesday, de 5 tacos y un agua fresca por solo $10. Para encontrarnos o hacer un pedido, visítalos a su página web taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Welcome back in. Start of the second quarter. Tie game 7-7 between Arlington Bowie and Flower Mound. So it does look like the Flower Mound was able to fall on it. And we'll be now punting from the 48-49-yard line. Bowie. So very back deep to return. Pardon me, is Johnny Macon.
It's a very interesting decision to see them punt when they've been so explosive on offense.
Here's the high snap, end over run kick. They're going to let it bounce after 22. A high bounce and takes a little bit of a Flower Mound hop before dying at the 13-yard line. I think you're right. It was maybe an interesting decision, but based on the bounce they got, that's probably the right way now. The Volunteers will take over deep in their own territory at the 13-yard line.
It's going to be interesting to see how Bowie comes out after a very, very rough first drive. Even though it ended in points, they had multiple penalties, 2 bad snaps. They fumbled the ball going into the red zone. Flower Mound's defense was on the field for a long time. Bowie's offense was on the field for a long time. It's going to be interesting to see if they can kind of cut down on those mistakes and have a good drive going down the field, or if it was going to be a quick offensive drive for them.
Here's a shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the far side, 1 near side, running back in the backfield. Nichols hands off to the running back over the 15 down to about the 17-yard line. It was Joseph Campbell there. And a big drive here for Bowie. Again, a team that likes to run the ball as much as they do, they're going to take a lot of clock. Well, Flower Mound received the ball first. Then their defense on the field for a very long time, a very quick offense possession. Defense is now right back on the field. You don't know if your offense will even get the ball back again in this quarter. Then you do not receive until, midway through the third quarter at that point. It could be a different ball game. Here's a little counter play handoff. It's going to be blown dead before it gets started. Another procedural penalty, false start that time on Bowie. And man, these procedural penalties are killer on offense.
You can't blame opening game jitters. This is a result of this poor discipline by Bowie in the first game, first drive. Four flags already, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter. It's the drive killers, but Bowie's been able to recover the first time. Let's see if they can recover the second time.
A lot of new starters on offense here for the Volunteers. As you mentioned, maybe a little bit of jitters, first time playing in front of the home crowd, but you're right, there's no excuse for it. There's the shotgun snap on a 2nd down and 9. Throw is caught at the 20. Spinning across the 22-yard line is Kendrick Osunde Brown. One of the players we highlighted in the pregame show. Brown had 147 receiving yards of his 9 catches last year, 3 more touchdowns. So an explosive threat to say the least. So there's a 3rd down and 1. I think everybody in the stadium is looking at Bowers here on this one, Jack. High snap again. Quarterback keeps after faking the handoff. He's got room to run across the 25, 30, 35, makes a man miss at the 40. And he is pushed out of bounds just shy of midfield. It looks about the 48-yard line. A wonderful move there by the quarterback, Larry Nichols.
Good job by Nichols to recover on a bad snap, use his legs. Dylan Talley, the far side receiver, was able to kind of get a little bit of an Ole block to spring Nichols to get to the 50. It's a very good run. Good job by Bowie. Now they're moving down the field.
And a good job by Bowers to know, like, hey, everybody's looking at me here. Let's really sell this, and then let's get in front of my guy and block. He sprung a good block as well to get Nichols through to the 2nd level. Shotgun snap they give to Bowers. He's across midfield down to about the 48-yard line. Pick up with 5 on 1st down.
Bowers, he is a tank. The way he is running, it's hard for Flower Mound to bring him down. He is taking bodies with him every time he gets the ball.
2nd down and 5. Clock ticking under 10 minutes now here in the 2nd quarter. Tie game, 7 apiece between Flower Mound and Arlington Bowie. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. They give to Bowers. He's got a crease across midfield down to the 45-yard line. They'll bring up a 3rd down and short for the Volunteers. What we do here, it looks like they are going to go for it. We've got 3 receivers bunched on the near side, 1 on the far. They're going to try and draw them off sides, and I think they did. They're going to take a shot down the field. It is incomplete, out of bounds. Never had a chance. And again, I think they were trying to draw the defense off sides. There were definitely guys off sides. So we'll have to see what the call's going to be here. And they do get the encroachment call. No. 5 yards, automatic 1st down.
Is it everything, or is it just me?
So now another 1st down and 10. This one at the 40-yard line. 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left.
Yeah, it was right.
Shotgun snap. They hand off again. Bowers. He's got a little crease across the 40 down to the 35, 34-yard line. Pick up a 5 or 6 here on 1st down. defense every time he touches the football. Route over the middle, and Brad now kind of found a hole in the zone to cut it off.
From the mic on the screen.
So now we'll have a 3rd down and 5 from the 35-yard line. First time the clock has stopped, it seems, for this Bowie offense. Now here's a handoff. Snuffed out, but trying to fight for some extra yardage down to the 34 is Darion Bowers. I think maybe he got maybe a yard. The clock runs again. So now decision time again for this Bowie Volunteer coaching staff as Joseph Sam looks like he's going to go for it again. Last time they were faced with a fourth down, they went with the hard count and were able to draw the Jaguars off sides. Play clock is down to 10. Thinking maybe they want to just let the clock expire, take the 5-yard penalty, and give their punter maybe a tad bit more room to work with. And I think that is going to be the call. They do take the timeout, though. So instead of taking the penalty, they take a timeout. So now Bowie out of timeouts. We'll take the timeout with them. 7-7 game here in the second quarter, 6:37 left to go. You are listening to Bowie Volunteer Football on Sat, presented by John Wade Roofing. We'll be right back after this.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Pecan Park Dental, where Dr. Stephanie Bangs and her team specialize in caring for the whole family. From routine checkups and cosmetic dentistry to dental implants and treating sleep apnea, they make dental care easy and convenient for busy parents. Located right here in Arlington, Pecan Park Dental is ready to keep your family smiling.
Action, 4th down and 4 to go in a tie ball game. Deep in Jaguar territory at the 34-yard line. Nichols in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to throw this one. He's thrown out to the sideline. Cut! Come on. Leaping and making the play at the 16-yard line is Dylan Talley. That's that D1 talent right there. He was able to seal his man off, leap and high point that football. An unbelievable play for the senior wide receiver. So a 1st down and 10 with a wonderful hook up there between Nichols and Talley. As this Bowie offense cooking, we are now inside the red zone, down at the 16-yard line. 2 wide receivers, double tight end set. 20 back in the game is now Campbell. Another fumbled snap as Nichols falls out this time. And I think we're going to get a roughing the passer or an unnecessary roughness penalty as after the play was dead, number 31 for the Jaguars, Christian Hieranak. Little headshot to the helmet. I'm not going to call it a dirty play, but it wasn't one that you like to see if you're Campbell's mom. So referees convene, trying to see if they're going to have this penalty stick or not. So it is going to be a personal foul penalty. Contact to the head, and that's going to move the ball to the 12-yard line. That should be a fresh fresh set of down. So now we'll have first down and 10 from the 12. Again, as Bowie continues to move, this clock gets stopped. Here's the shotgun snap. They hand to Sanders, and he is brought down immediately. Campbell, and he's brought down immediately. Maybe gets a yard on the play. We'll call it no gain, actually. Brody Ferguson checks out. Samaj Green checks in. So they swap a tight end for a wide receiver. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Campbell continues to be the back. Now 3 wide receivers on the far side. Tally isolated on the near side. Looking to throw, corner of the end zone. This one is caught, but out of bounds. I don't think he got a foot in. They are saying no, he did not. An unbelievable acrobatic catch for Samaj Green, but there's just no way he was able to get a foot down. Really good throw from Nichols. But it is just going to be a beautiful, incomplete pass. So that's going to bring up third down and 10. Clock is stopped at 5:39 here in the second quarter. We're tied at 7. Tally one-on-one on the far side of the field. Trips here on the near side. Defense is getting loud for Flower Mound. They're going to go to the fade route to Tally. He leaps. He gets a foot down. That's a touchdown, Volunteers. Again, that D1 talent goes up and makes a fantastic play on the football. They needed him on a 4th down. They found Tally. They needed him on a 3rd and goal. They found Tally. It is a 13-7 lead for the Bowie Volunteers. And a really good pass from Nichols. He saw right away he had the one-on-one he wanted on the outside. Went up through a very catchable ball for his 6'3" wide receiver. And Tally rewarded his quarterback with 6 points. Now on for the extra point, number 45, Leo Espindola. 2 back, 3 to left, and he signals he's ready. Snap is high, hold is down. This one a low kick. Did it get through? It did. Little bump from the Flower Mound defense on Espindola afterwards, but either way, a 14-7 lead, 5:34 left to go here in the second quarter. Your Bowie Volunteers are on top. You've been listening to Football on. This is presented by John Wade Roofing. We'll be right back with you after this.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Pecan Park Dental, where Dr. Stephanie Bangs and her team specialize in caring for the whole family. From routine checkups and cosmetic dentistry to dental implants and treating sleep apnea, they make dental care easy and convenient for busy parents. Located right here in Arlington, Pecan Park Dental is ready to keep your family smiling. John Wade Roofing has been serving the Arlington area since 1982, but the Wade legacy runs much deeper in the city of Arlington. A pioneer family that has had roots going back decades, John Wade and Company saw relatives attend the Cooper Street Arlington High campus and has had members play in Colt athletics for decades, and they're looking forward to serving this community for decades to come. Find out more at johnwaderoofing.com.
Welcome back in. A 14-7 lead here for the Bowie Volunteers. The kickoff from Espindola was returned down to maybe the 25-26 yard line by the Flower Mound Jaguars. And Chuck, coming into this game, we were thinking we'd see a heavy dose of rush attempts for the Volunteers, and I'd have to say we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, we've had a good amount of running for Bowie. They've came out. The defense has had their struggles, but now they got a 14-7 lead after a game that didn't go off the right path for them.
There's another jet sweep. Statler takes it, makes a move across the 35-yard line for first down yardage. And again, I don't think this Flower Mound offense is going to be tough to figure out. It's going to be making the right read, right? Are we lining up correctly pre-snap? Like we're going to go quick on the far sideline, nearly intercepted and broken up on a screen pass. That's the way you play the screen there, gentlemen. They've run a pretty heavy dose, as you said, throwing to the heavy side of the field, running screens, running jet sweeps. And that time, the Volunteer defense read it perfectly. It looked like it was number 27, James Wooten, who got in there and got a hand on the football. And you and I both know in a football game, when a ball's tipped up in the air, anything can happen. So now we'll have a third down and short, maybe 2 yards. At the 37-yard line, we'll have to see what the result of this one is. And they're going to say Urban was down. Jaguars will retain possession of the football. So now Erdman and Spinks in the backfield together. It's Spinks now rolling to his left. He's going to throw deep on the move. Nobody home. And I think that's going to be a flag for intentional grounding, as there was no more than 20 yards of that throw.
Yeah, that ball was just left out the hang. I didn't know where he was throwing the ball at first.
I'm thinking miscommunication is the only thing I can think of is he called a route and the receiver ran something different, and unless they're going to say some contact from Bowie was the reason a receiver didn't get into that area. We'll have to see what the call. Yeah, this is a lot of meetings going on here. They're going to pick up the flag. Interesting call. Again, that ball was referee's trying to Spinks in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Far sideline has a man and broken up. Timed it perfectly as Kyle Smith for the Volunteers. Throw was maybe a little bit high for Massey. That allowed Smith to get a hand in there and separate ball from man.
Who's doing a good job here with this drive for Flower Mound? They have a chance. It's third down. Might be able to get the ball back with one more
If they could
chance.
get a
here.
stop and a score here, that'd be huge.
Yeah.
Third down and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Here's Spinks jogging back. Here comes a little pressure. Spinks avoids the pressure. He's going to have to throw on the run. Dumps it off and incomplete. He was looking for number 12, Dylan Amoyi. Just could not connect. So that'll be another Flower Mound punt.
That was a good defensive stand by Bowie there, able to come out and actually hold Flower Mound and keep them from driving down the field. They got to just about the 40, and now Bowie has a chance to get the ball back right around 4 minutes left to go in the first half.
So here's where it could get interesting. Bowie is kind of taking their sweet time through the first 2 drives of this game, milking as much clock as they can, but they've shown you they can throw the ball down the field when they want to. You get a chance to see that 4-minute offense. This punt is off end over end. It's going to be fielded and fair caught at the 32-yard line by Johnny Macon, the wide receiver / cornerback. And so with 4 minutes and 26 seconds left to go here in the second quarter, Bowie on top 14-7 over the Flower Mound Jaguars. Volunteers going to take over offensively at their own 29-yard line. The only thing so far that's been able to stop the Vols has been penalties.
Yeah, it's been pretty much their penalties and bad snaps. Other than that, they've had a chance to have a good offensive game so far.
Nichols with a quarterback keeper out of bounds at the 35-yard line, picks up 5 or 6 yards, took a hit out of bounds, but no call on.
And like you said earlier, though, for Bowie, if Bowie's able to score, they get the ball at halftime since Flower Mound started the game off with the ball. So Flower Mound might have to wait a long time before they touch the ball again.
You give the Volunteers defense some credit because the first Jaguars drive, they went right down the field with little to no resistance. And Bowie has done a great job of reacting. Here's a handoff up the middle, shake and bake across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. The time was Darian Bowers. So now a third down and maybe 4. I don't think there was much gain there, if any. Bowers jogs off the field.
It's been a very, very good offensive game for Larry Nichols. He's done a good job recovering from bad snaps, moving around. When top pocket breaks, he takes off running. He's doing a very good job out there.
2 receivers on each side of the field. Tally on the far side. Looks like they're changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Nichols. Oh, the clock's so quick. That's going to be another penalty.
They don't have any more timeouts.
Another delay of game penalty.
The coaches tried to call a timeout. They're out of timeouts. They ran all 3 of them. They had 2 that they spit in the first quarter.
And that on 3rd down and 5, 3rd down and 4, that's tough to have happen to you. And it's been the story of the first half here. They've been able to overcome the penalties so far, but we'll have to count at halftime. But that's at least the 7th penalty here in this first half
For sure.
Now Tally on the near side at about the 30-yard line. Shotgun snap looking to throw. Nichols does throw, has a man out of the backfield across the 35, spun out of bounds at the 37. Get that penalty yardage back. It was Denzel Ponder out of the backfield, but that's going to bring up 4th down. I think the punting unit's coming on the field.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 4th and 2, 4th and 3. But there's still 3 minutes left on the clock. I would think that you'd want to at least consider possibly going for it because if you get the first down here, you would be able to milk the rest of the clock before halftime. But they're gonna take the smart play. They're gonna try to punt it away and play defense and keep Flower Mound out of the end zone.
Galatian Gofi on the punt here for the Volunteers. First punt of the season. Jaguars send 2 men back deep. Again, another penalty because the Volunteers didn't have enough men on the field. They tried to get the man racing on, couldn't get it done in time. So back-to-back delay of game penalties. And again, these are the kind of things that you got to get worked out. These are the kind of things that drive coaches crazy, regardless of how this game ends up. This is going to be addressed in practice on Monday, I guarantee you.
That's one of the things for a second-year head coach. You want to establish discipline, and they're not very disciplined right now.
Not a good punt. That's not what you were looking for there. They're going to probably lose yards from where the ball was initially spotted after that punt shot. That one went out of bounds about the 35-yard line. They might have lost a yard on the punt.
Yeah, that's going to be a very, very hard thing to overcome if Flower Mound is able to score. Now you give them 3 minutes and a 30-yard score. If Flower Mound you've had a hard time with Bowie's defense to stop them. So now they have a chance to take their time. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. They can do whatever they want here and know there's a chance they'll end up with some type of points going into halftime.
Shotgun formation rolling to his right. Now trying to set his feet and fire. Pass is hanging up in the air. That's going to be dropped, but pass interference. It was number 2, Johnny making it coverage. And honestly, if he gets his head turned around, he could have had 6 going the other way. No one was in front of him. That ball hung up forever.
And that's hard for a left-hander to roll to his right and receive it in the air like that. Ball's underthrown. All he has got to do is turn around. That ball's in his hands.
So at this level, the pass interference, a 15-yard penalty. Not a spot foul like in the NFL. That'll place the ball at the 23-yard line. Good bunch formation on the far side. Single one-on-one coverage here on the near. Shotgun snap. They're going to set. They're going to fire deep. This one again hanging up. Is there going to be a pick? And no, interception is dropped. It was another miscommunication between Noah Spinks and his wide receiver. I think Massey that time was not on the same page. And again, another play that could have been big for Bowie here. If you make that interception, that's huge. You can end the scoring threat. So now it's 3rd down and 10.
That is the definition of taking your eye off the ball there.
Shotgun snap rolling. Here comes the defense. Noah gets away, throws, and that one is incomplete. Pardon me, that was 2nd down and 10. Now here's 3rd down and 10.
That was good pressure by Bowie, able to get Spinks, who's rolling to his left, able to push him out of bounds and make him throw it away.
And again, after a sizzling hot start for this Flower Mound offense in their first drive, they have fizzled ever since. This Bowie defense has risen to the occasion. And I think that they figured out what Spinks likes to do, and that they found a way to at least make him uncomfortable on the ensuing drives. Twin sets on each side, shotgun formation. Spinks sets his feet. He's going to try and throw deep again. This one's hanging way up there, and it is caught for a touchdown. Massey able to make the play, and that's why you can't drop surefire interceptions. You give teams an opportunity to make a play, and it's now an extra point away from a tie ball game.
That was a very good throw by Spinks. Massey was able to run and get underneath him. That ball hung in the air for a while. But like you said, that interception 2 plays ago was what hurt him. He picks the ball off in the end zone. That's not a touchdown. But now we're looking at a chance to tie a game with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. If Flower Mound makes this kick, we'll be 14-14.
Spinks put some air under that one, gave his receiver an opportunity to get up and make a play, and Massey makes it. And now after the extra point, a tie football game, 2:42 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Knotted up again between the Bowie Volunteers and the Flower Mound Jaguars. You're listening to Bowie Football on Zap Production, presented by John Wade Roofing. We'll be right back with you after this.
Looking for the most unique gift for your student or athlete? Local Legends Figures has you covered. The custom 6-inch figures are designed with you and your legend in mind. They even immortalize yours truly with a custom, never-before-used model to create a Zach the Voice figure for my 30th birthday. Huge thanks to our friends at Local Legends Figures. See pricing and place orders at locallegendsfigures.com.
Las albercas en Texas necesitan servicios durante todo el año. Romy Pools brinda servicios de calidad, incluyendo limpieza, mantenimiento y reparaciones. Llama al número 469-951-0107 para una consulta gratuita y pregunta por Roberto. Romy Pools, haremos que te enamores de tu alberca de nuevo.
Welcome back in. A touchdown from the offense for the Flower Mound Jaguars has things knotted up again at 14 here with 2:42 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Bowie Volunteers set to receive the 2nd half kickoff. So if they could put some points on the board here, have a chance to score on back-to-back possessions. There's an end-over-end kick, backpedaling and letting it fly over his head is Cable. That's going to be a touchback. Offense will take over at the 25-yard line with 2:42 left to go. Again, no timeouts for Bowie as they burned 2 on back-to-back defensive possessions in the 1st quarter and then burned another one to avoid a delay of game penalty. Then got hit with back-to-back delay of game penalties because they had no timeouts to stop play clock. So we'll see how the offense looks here on this drive after a little bit sloppy on the previous. Penalties have plagued the Volunteers early in the season.
Coach Sam is going to have a handful of things to take care of at halftime if they want to walk out with a win here.
Nichols shotgun snap, rolling to his right, looking to throw, has a man. It's Talley, gets a foot down, and I don't know if he held on the ball.
No, the ball got knocked out at the last minute. There's a good play by number 31 for Flower Mound.
That'll be an incomplete pass. It was a nice play. And again, it looked like Tally was going to be able to get that foot down, but just at the last second, the ball was ripped away. So second down and 10. 25-yard line. Twin receivers, trips here on the near side. One receiver on the far. Looking to throw his Nichols. He's got a man over the middle and dropped through his hands. That time he was looking for Antonio Birdow. Maybe the throw was a little bit high. Birdow, not exactly Yao Ming out there.
If you're Bowie, you have to get something going here. It's 3rd and 10, ball set at 25. Your punters shanked the last punt, and now you're going to give Flower Mound the ball back with about 2 minutes left to go after they scored on you the previous drive. So you have to convert this 3rd down.
3rd down and 10. Here's a snap. Nichols trying to buy some time with his legs. He has to just throw this one away out of bounds, and he is driven down late. Flower Mound lucky to escape without roughing the passer penalty there. Nichols was out of the box, but at the end of the day, his parents are watching.
His parents are out there somewhere probably saying the same thing you are. Where's the flag? Where's the flag?
So now, as you said, worst case scenario here for the Volunteers, they're going to punt it back with 2:24. I mean, they just took 16 seconds off the clock. It would have been better off just 3 straight handoffs. Probably would have picked up more yardage, too. So now, after shanking his first punt, this is a low snap bounce. This one is a line drive punt. Thank God for a little bit of a roll. It didn't look pretty, but it turned the field over at least as that one gets down to the 40-yard line before it's down. As Galatian Pagofi again, not exactly Shane Leckler out here when it comes to changing field position. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. You just gave the ball back to the Jaguars. They have it at their own 40-yard line. Again, they still have all 3 timeouts. And, if you would have told me 2 minutes ago, it looked like Bowie was in complete control of this football game. And now, after a bad punt, a pass interference, a touchdown, and another bad punt, Flower Mound's got an opportunity to take a lead here.
Yeah, Bowie had a chance to kind of put Flower Mound in a tough situation, but now it's 14-14, like you said, 2 minutes left, and Flower Mound has the ball and moving.
Another screen pass after some motion. They fake a jet sweep. This one reeled in and wrestled out of bounds by number 4, Cameron Book. Pickup of 7, first down. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 48-yard line, maybe the 47. Shotgun snap, rolling, throwing, far sideline, reeled in by Massey as he fights away from the first tackle for being wrestled down across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. Good enough for first down yardage.
There you go. In a matter of 20 seconds, Flower Mound has flipped the field. They've gained 20 yards in 20 seconds, and now they're still driving.
First down and 10 coming from the 43-yard line, now into Volunteer territory. 3 receivers on the far side, 2 on the near. That looked like a false start on the quarterback there. Spinks took a step backwards thinking the snap was coming, and it did not. Someone's going to have to get called for it there. See which direction we go.
In a game full.
They said he's offside on the defense. Interesting.
Well, let's say the game full of flags against Bowie. That might have been the first, second one against Flower Mound, but it's going against Bowie against very, very undisciplined 8th or 9th flag of the half.
So give up 5 more yards. It's now a 1st and 5. Ball now at the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side of the field. They fake the handoff. Set to throw, going deep, has a man. It's Massey. He leaps. Did not come down with it. One-on-one play on the outside. It was Kyle Smith running step for step with the top receiver for the Jaguars, able to break it up.
Spinks is going to have a long conversation with his receivers on the bus ride back because they've dropped a lot of balls in the end zone that should have been touchdowns.
That one was at least contested. maybe it looks too Massey a little shaken up after the dive for the ball and Smith falling on his legs, but hopefully just more of a little stinger than anything. Here's a 2nd down and 5 play, rolling and throwing and connecting or being dropped out of bounds at the 29-yard line. That time it was Cameron Book again. Should bring up a 3rd down and very short.
That was a good job by Boop breaking off that would-be tackle and gaining a few more yards to get you closer to the 1st down line.
Clock down to 1:17 after Book was scored it out of bounds. 3rd down and 1. Rolling to the far side of the field, throwing deep again. This time it is dropped. That was a legit drop. That was 6 if Massey's able to come down with it. The receiver misread it. Massey got behind him in the end zone on the far sideline and just could not come away with it. I mean, this kid's going to get like 30 targets here tonight.
Yeah, and that was a big throw. I'm surprised he took the deep route, but he had one-on-one coverage. The corner from Bowie misread it. I don't know if he lost it in the lights, but Massey had his hands on it. But like you said, that's a drop.
I got to be honest with you, Jot. In today's day and age of football with the spread option and all that stuff, I respect a kid who just wants to chuck it around the yard, man. It's fun to watch.
It's working for him too. He's had a lot of receivers in the end zone.
Here comes that wild Jaguar formation and wrestled down at the 28, 29-yard line.
You got laundry on the field again.
It was Erdman who was wrestled down. They seem to be very happy to run this, we'll call it the wild Jaguar, on these short yardage situations.
You can tell when it's coming because they're bringing the big number 33 down there. So good lead blocker.
So we'll see which direction this flag moves us. I feel like every flag has gone against Bowie today, so see if we can break a trend.
And they're still discussing it, but the umpire in the center field look like he's walking it off 1st down.
Again, it looks like
That's 15.
Significant penalty. I didn't see. If it had to have been something after the play,
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
But that discipline and frustration showing up again. The nine penalties make that 10 now in the 1st half, and all the mishaps. That's showing all undisciplined. Flower Mound's 10 yards from scoring and taking the lead.
1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Tight formation, shotgun. Looking to throw, has a man on the outside. Caught. Makes a move as Erdman. He is brought down at the 6, maybe 7-yard line. So again, they get him involved in a litany of ways. He's the backup quarterback. Noah Erdman is. Tight end. Runs that Jaguar formation, the wild Jaguar, we're calling it here tonight. Now he's back lined up at tight end at the line of scrimmage. A low snap. They pitch it anyway out of the shotgun. This one is going to be in for a touchdown. Ryan Stadler took the pitch and actually cut it back up the middle. And that is going to put 6 more points on the board for the Jags with 32 seconds left to go here before halftime. That is not what you were looking for if you are a Bowie Volunteer fan.
You got a 14-point swing in a matter of 3 minutes or so for Bowie. You had a chance to capitalize, get down. If you would have got down the field and scored, you had a 14-point lead going into halftime. Instead, you're now down 7, 32 seconds left before the break.
Penalties. Here's the story here. And the extra point is up and good. 21-14. Flower Mound on top. 32 seconds left to go here in the 2nd quarter of play. You're listening to Bowie Volunteer Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing. We'll take a quick break and be right back with you after this.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear Zach talk about things beyond the realm of sport, catch him with me, Ben Hart, on the Intergalactic Peace Coalition podcast. For nearly a decade, we've been geeking out on IPC about our favorite nerdy things. We have a back catalog of over 350 episodes diving into sci-fi and fantasy stories like no one else. Find the Intergalactic Peace Coalition at ipcpodcast.podbean.com or download via your favorite podcast app.
Welcome back in as the Bowie Volunteers now trail the Flower Mound Jaguars 21-14, 32 seconds left to go here in the first half of play. Penalties have killed the Vols here so far, as even on defense, an unsportsmanlike penalty took a drive that you don't know which way it's going to go, and next thing you know, you put them inside the red zone and kind of help assist the Jaguar offense when they were sputtering a little bit.
Yeah, Bowie has definitely helped out the Jaguars with all the penalties, all the mishaps. It's gonna be a very long halftime, but hopefully Bowie can come out and make some adjustments. If not, you will lose this game by the way you played the first half.
Another touchback off the foot of Jackson Smith there. He's did a nice job kicking the ball this evening. And again, kicking game, especially at the high school level, John, something that a lot of people may not think about, but two bad punts here in late in the second quarter for Bowie, and all of a sudden, this game's turned completely around. If you either go for it on fourth down and pick it up, or if you have a better punt on either one of those plays, this is a different football game. But instead, didn't quite do what you're looking for there, and now you're trailing with 32 seconds left to go. Looks like they're going to possibly kneel on it. Nope, we're going to get under. We're going to make a play.
Got 30 seconds, see how far you can throw the ball. You got a 6'3" receiver out there in Dylan Talley. Just throw it up and see if he can run with it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They do let it go over the middle, and it's high, incomplete. Dangerous territory there, looking for Samaj Green as he was undercut, actually, by number 13, Silas Wilson. Dangerous play.
He left his receiver out the drive, middle of the field, threw it right at him, got undercut, trying to go at the highest point to get that ball. Now we're looking at a 2nd and 10. That only took off 4 seconds off the clock, too.
Again, this is what happened on that previous drive. Is they were trying to get in that 2-minute drill offense, didn't connect on a single pass, took no time off the clock. Now here they will run it with Bowers. He's immediately dropped behind the line of scrimmage, but at least you've got some clock ticking off. I wonder if Army are call a timeout or not.
I think that might have been concession of going and a half, but the clock's still ticking. No timeouts are called.
I think you may be right. They're content to just pack up and go into the locker room down just a touchdown here. And that is going to do it. First half of play. Flower Mound Jaguars on top, 21-14 over Bowie and the Bowie Volunteers. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll break down what we saw here at the first half and get you ready to go for the second half of play. But again, live from Wilemon Field here in Arlington, Texas, the Bowie Volunteers trail the Flower Mound Jaguars 21-14. Again, you're listening to Bowie Volunteer Football on Zap Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with you after this.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear Zach talk about things beyond the realm of sport, catch him with me, Ben Hart, on the Intergalactic Peace Coalition podcast. For nearly a decade, we've been geeking out on IPC about our favorite nerdy things. We have a back catalog of over 350 episodes diving into sci-fi and fantasy stories like no one else. Find the Intergalactic Peace Coalition at ipcpodcast.podbean.com or download via your favorite podcast app.
Welcome back in halftime from Wilemon Field. Tim Costello, Jot Holly. First game of the season for the Bowie Volunteers, and they are trailing Flower Mound Jaguars 21-14. Welcome into the halftime show presented by Taqueria Taco Express. Taqueria Taco Express features a wide, authentic Mexican food menu across the entire city of Arlington, with a new 4th location opening at Little and 287 this fall. Taking advantage of their Taco Tuesday deal has never been easier. Get 5 tacos and an agua fresca for just $10, or visit on Mondays for the new quesadilla birria, only $9.99. Whatever Mexican food you're craving, Taqueria Taco Express has you covered. Place orders online to collect points you can redeem for free food. You can find their 4 locations and place your orders online at TaqueriaTacoExpress.com. All right, John, thoughts on the first half on the new team here on the ZAP network, the Bowie Volunteers.
Bowie came out. They struggled a little bit in the first half of penalties and turnovers of penalties. They came out, they struggled a little bit with penalties. We'll get some stats during halftime, during the break, and we'll come back, talk about it in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear Zach talk about things beyond the realm of sport, catch him with me, Ben Hart, on the Intergalactic Peace Coalition podcast. For nearly a decade, we've been geeking out on IPC about our favorite nerdy things. We have a back catalog of over 350 episodes diving into sci-fi and fantasy stories like no one else. Find the Intergalactic Peace Coalition at ipcpodcast.podbean.com or download via your favorite podcast app.
And still.
You gotta mute it first, one second. It's gone. It's gonna be this and the HDMI there. We heard each other at one point in time, right?
Huh?
We heard each other at one point in time, didn't we?
I can still hear.
I can hear outside. Can you hear outside?
You can't hear me.
I can't hear you anymore, but I can hear outside.
I hear everything.
You hear me and outside?
It's 7:30 here. But I'm hearing you mix. I'm listening to the mix of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear outside through the headset. Because you're next to me, but
Testing 1 2 testing. So the question, but it's, yeah, see that's what's frustrating.
Just the desktop.
Yeah. Let's see one second. Yeah, hang on. Testing 1 2 testing. No, so I had a girl without any saying that email. So that as a boy, she goes by this name, and it's all truly sorry. So, but I asked if that's your name was then refer her to her last name. That's all I basically was on like. I mean, I'm supposed to Testing 1 2 testing 1 2. I think we got it right. We got it. Do you want to go live?
We're already live.
Welcome back in second half action here from Wilemon Field in Arlington, Texas. Tim Costello, Jot Holly, live on the call on Zach Productions. Bowie Volunteers are trailing this one 21-14 to the Flower Mound Jaguars. Do apologize for the technical difficulties we've been having. I know we don't sound as crisp and clean as we usually do, but we will get that cleaned up before our next game. And we want to thank Taqueria Taco Express for sponsoring the halftime show. Even though we didn't get to bring you the full halftime show, we are thankful Taqueria Taco Express and their wide variety of authentic Mexican food across the entire city of Arlington. With their fourth location opening at Little and 287 this fall, take advantage of their Taco Tuesday deal. It's never been easier. Get 5 tacos and an agua fresca for just $10. Or visit on Monday for the new quesadilla birria, only $9.99. I don't know about you, Jeff, but I'm getting hungry.
I'm getting hungry too. We've had a good dose of football to keep us satisfied for now, but getting hungry for some actually solid food.
Kickoff is fielded and then dropped. This one is going to roll out to the punt. It's fumbled and it's recovered.
Give it to him after a 1 yard line.
No, I don't think they fumbled it. I think they might have hung on, but it's going to be at the 1 yard line.
That's a terrible mistake. He should have just let the ball roll off the side of the end zone like it was going to. Instead, Bowie's going to start the drive, start the second half at the 1 yard line. Start the game with a mistake, start the second half with a mistake.
Absolutely. The penalties were the main issue in the first half. Now here, a ball that should have been fielded was not fielded, cleanly at least. I'm sorry, shouldn't have been fielded. Then it was fielded, not cleanly, muffed, kicked. Now it's 99 yards away from glory here. 11:57, third quarter, trailing 21-14. Offense has sputtered the last couple of possessions. Now here's a handoff up the middle for Bowers, trying to find a little room. Maybe sneaks out to the 2.5 yard line.
At this point in time, you're just trying to get enough room to get when your punter comes out on fourth down to give him space to get this ball off, because you don't seem like you're going to throw the ball now at 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd down and 9. Nichols and Bauer in the shotgun together. Trying to draw the defense offside. It's not going to happen. I will say this, Flower Mound has been quite disciplined so far in this football game, the opposite of what Bowie has done. Shotgun snap. It's low, but Nichols handles it, throws over the middle and through the hands of his star wide receiver, Dylan Talley. So now here comes 3rd down and 9. Deep in your own territory. Worst case scenario here as you start the second half.
Worst case scenario is to have to turn the ball over the end zone and give the Jaguars some free points. Best thing you can do here is just try to get enough room for your punter. He's had some very bad kicks in the first half. Maybe he can come up with a better mindset, better foot in the second half. That or you try to just throw the ball up and get a first down. You have one-on-one coverage, multiple spots at the field.
Shotgun snap, mishandled but taken by Bowers. He then spins out of a tackle, gets down to about the 10-yard line, actually pretty close to a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. Here comes the punt unit. As you mentioned, 2 rough wounded ducks so far off the right foot of Galatian Piagofi. Hoping for something better here this time. And give you the underline.
The best thing you can hope for from this punt, anything past the 30 or 40 to give your defense enough room to where Flower Mound's not basically going to walk into the end zone.
Flower Mound's got 2 men set to return. They're posted about the 43-yard line. Here's the punt. This one a little bit better. It's at least fielded at the 35-yard line by Stanton. He makes a move at the 30, wrapped up at the 25, and game tackled by half the volunteer roster. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Flower Mound Jaguars. They're on top 21-14 here, early 3rd quarter. Jaguars took control of this game, it seems like, late in the first half after a poor punt, penalty, touchdown, another punt, another penalty, another touchdown. There's the 1st down snap. They hand it off over the middle. Big running lane, hopping, skipping, jumping across the 15 down to the 14-yard line is Marcus Simpson. Simpson's got a little bit of toughness that I think maybe some of these other shiftier backs don't have on this Jaguar team. He lowered his shoulder there. They feed him again. Another big hole over the middle. Hunter / linebacker. Galatian Pyagofi wrestles him down.
What was that? And in a matter of 2.5 minutes, Flower Mound now has the ball at the 10-yard line, chance to take a 2-possession lead. It's not looking good for Bowie early.
9.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Noah Spinks in the shotgun. Instead, they actually hand it to Spinks. No, it was a fake handoff. Noah Erdman keeps the ball, runs it down to about the 4-yard line. Being able to put two quarterbacks in the backfield together is something that Flower Mound could have some fun with here this season. Jaguars continue to spread them out. 3 wide receivers here on the near side, 1 at the top on the far side. They hand off to Erdman, who breaks the first tackle before being wrapped up and brought down at the 5-yard line. Looks like number 27, James Wooten, one of the men in on the stop there for the Volunteers. So now 2nd down and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's another heavy set with the another wide set with the receivers, 3 to the right. Let's see if Bowie adjusts to it.
Here comes the running back, Simpson. He's going to sub in for Erdman here. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Bad snap, gets away from the quarterback, and they are going to wrap him up and bring him down. Big break for the Volunteers. They narrowly avoided being offsides. Then a bad snap gets away from the quarterback, Noah Spinks, and they're going to lose about almost 15, maybe 20 yards on that.
And everybody's wanting that offsides. He didn't cross the line. By the time the Spinks got the snap, the defensive tackle was able to stay on their side, prevent the encroachment.
So now here is a 3rd down and goal from like the 27, maybe 28. Spinks gets away from a potential sack, throws to his man, caught, making a move for the pylon. He's going to be a couple yards short. It was Eli Brown bailing his quarterback out, way to keep his head on a swivel. Spinks got away from a sack, nearly fumbled, and still was able to advance the ball. It looks like maybe a wild Jaguar attempt is coming our way here. And actually, no, we're getting a timeout. We're going to talk it over as the head coach, Brian Basil, just wants a quick moment to chat with his team. While they do that, let's take a quick moment to chat about Pecan Park Dental. They're proud to support your local high school sports. If you're losing sleep because your husband snores like a freight train at night, or in my case, it's my wife, it's time to check for sleep apnea. Dr. Stephanie Bangs and her team offer solutions to help everyone in the family rest easy, especially before game day. Come to Pecan Park Dental, where even snorers can find peace, and so can you. Thank you, Pecan Park Dental, for being one of our fantastic partners here for the 2024 Bowie Volunteer High School football season. And if you know my wife, I was totally kidding about her snoring. She is perfectly silent at night.
Oh, she's the one that snores, not you?
It depends on who you ask.
I see.
Jury's still out on that.
Hopefully that she gets a good, peaceful night's sleep while you're here working. And hopefully Bowie can get out of this, work their way out of a jam. The 4th down and 3 at the 3-yard line.
And it looks like they are. Flower Mound is going to go for it. 4th down and 3. They've got Marcus Simpson in the backfield. They bring Stadler underneath in motion. They're going to roll to the near side, looking to throw. Here comes the linebacker making chase. The ball is complete. Out of the hands of Ryan Stadler. He was definitely open. It was a darn good throw there from Noah Spinks and literally just dropped.
Bowie came out in man coverage. When Stadler went in motion and then went back to his original position, Spinks knew he had man coverage right where he wanted him. Ball went in and out of Spinks' hand. Now Bowie's able to avoid that, get the ball back, but they're in the same spot they started the second half off in at the 3-yard line.
So here we go again. Another possession starting deep in their own territory for the Vols, trailing 21-14, 7:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Nichols joined in the backfield by his star tailback, Darion Bowers. Hot start, quiet here in the second half so far. Now making a little noise as he's across the 10 down to the 15-yard line. Good for first down yardage on the first carry of this drive for Bowers.
A good run by Bowers. You give your offense some space now to work, and you would have break some tackles back at the line of scrimmage. Good run. Good spot to be in a better first down. Better to be at the 15 instead of being at the 3.
Absolutely. Automatically take a little pressure off the offense here. So now first down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Nichols takes the snap, hands it off to Bowers. Little shake, little bake, and he is wrapped up after about a 2-yard gain on maybe an outside run there. Second down and 8. We've seen Bowie try and get the passing game going a little bit. Has not been very successful. And with that, Flower Mound's really been able to clamp down on the run game.
Keep an eye on Bowie's right tackle. He has a little bit of a limp to him. He's going to fight through it. But see if Flower Mound's able to attack him and get pressure.
All tipped on a screen attempt, and it's going to be incomplete. That one was dangerous. Trying to get Bowers on a little halfback slip screen in the right end for Flower Mound. It looked like it was number 42 there. Anthony Zapata. Actually, there's no way. He's a running back. I'm not sure who it was. Maybe number 11. Michael Page is a defensive end over there. Could have been him. Could have been number 43, Logan Toff, linebacker. So now here's a third down and 8 play. Fake the handoff. Stepping up in the pocket is Nichols. Nowhere to go. He's wrapped up maybe a yard, most likely a no gain. And again, here comes the punt team for the Volunteers.
He came out looking to his left to the double stack that they had out there, but the inside receiver on the slant was covered. So Nichols brought the ball in and got sacked.
An offense that, 2 possessions into this game was looking unstoppable has really stalled here in their last 4 possessions. No first downs. I'm sorry, 1 first down in their last 4 possessions. The penalties, the miscues. Here's a punt. Good spiraling play. Got a hold of this one down at the 48. Now crossing the 50, 40. Makes a move on the near sideline, 30. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line for Ryan Stadler. He dropped a would-be touchdown on the last possession. Gets a chance to maybe redeem himself a little bit and give the Jaguars some good field position.
A very good punt right there for Bowie. A better return by Stadler now. Flower Mound's going to come out again. Great field positions. They're on their Bowie side of the 50. And like last drive, they have a chance to get in there with the easy points if they can get in the end zone.
5:06 left here, third quarter. Flower Mound on top, 21-14. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers right side. They hand off up the middle. Stadler, he spins out of a tackle before being gang tackled at the 22-yard line. Pickup of about 7 yards. Talking about 6. Second down and 4. Under center is Stadler. No, now they motion him. Now they're going to motion Massey. Massey takes the end around. Great block from the Flower Mound receiving course. Brings Massey for about 4 or 5 yards. Looks like he could have been brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was great pursuit by Bowie's backside end there. Great job to stay with the play and keep him from getting the first down.
Third down and a yard. This is where we've continually seen Erdman in the wild Jaguar formation. Instead, he lines up at the tight end. I wouldn't be surprised with a little end around play here. Instead, they hand off up the middle. Simpson, he's got a hole to run through. And that one, good for first down yardage. I think I could have picked up that first down. That hole was so big.
He was running with reckless intent, trying to get any yards he can, look for bodies to take out with him.
So here's a first down and 10, two receivers and a tight end on the near side. And off again up the middle. Runs through a tackle down to about the 7-yard line. And again, it looks like Marcus Simpson is getting going here a little bit for the Jags. Bowie's defense looks winded. It's Bowie's defense. I've been messing that up all game.
Simpson looks a little bit winded. He's coming out on this play, but he's been moving his legs here this drive, been running people over. He's hot. If this was a video game, he is red, wanted to get in for the touchdown.
In the zone, some would say if this was Madden.
Yeah.
Here's that wild Jaguar formation. Fakes the pitch, Erdman does. He keeps up the middle. He bangs his way to the 1-yard line. Does he have enough push? He does. Touchdown, Jaguars. And now it's a 2-score lead for Flower Mound.
That's what you did not want if you were going to start the second half on stats. Multiple bad possessions there. Flower Mound's able to take advantage of it this time. They should have took advantage of it last drive, but they weren't. But now, 2-touchdown lead. Bowie's offense is going to have to cut down on the penalties, cut down on the mistakes if they want to get through the game.
Bowie's defense has to get some sort of pass rush going. Anytime that they put any pressure whatsoever on the quarterback, Noah Spinks, they've had some fairly good results. But so far in this game, I can think of 3. Maybe you can call them hurries. Maybe you can call them rushes. There's been no hits on the quarterback. He has a clean uniform at this point. You've got to put some pressure on Noah Spinks at this point. But that's another touchdown for the Jags. It's 28-14. Let's take a moment to talk about the revamped football league. The revamped football league features former college players and lifelong Madden players alike who seek friendly and organized online competition. Whether you play Dynasty, Ultimate Team, or simple Play Now, enjoy College Football 25 in new and exciting ways with the revamped football league. Find our Discord or learn more about revampedfootballleague.com. Take a quick break. Don't forget that you are listening to Bowie Football, presented to you by John Wade Roofing on ZHD Productions. We'll be right back after a quick word.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
Welcome back in a 2-touchdown lead here for the Flower Mound Jaguars. Kickoff is going to bounce and be picked up at the 13-yard line before being tackled at about the 15. The return game has been a bit of an Achilles heel here tonight for the Volunteers, John.
Not just the return game, the offense, the defense, everything for Bowie has slowly started falling apart. Cliff is on the other side of this third quarter, and Bowie is heading straight for it.
So 3 minutes left to go here in the third, trailing 28-14. Got to get something going here on the career, I would think.
Anything. You get on the ground, Tally, you can have Nichols run with his legs. You got to get the ball to Tally. Tally's your number 1 receiver. He only has 1 catch.
Here's a handoff. No, a quarterback keeper. Nichols makes a man miss when he's spun down at the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 7 or 8 there on first down. Actually, no, call it a pickup of 9. Sometimes a little tough on the angle here, the press box. Second down and 1. 2 receivers on the near side. 1 Tally isolated at the top of the screen. They go to Tally. He makes a catch on slant, makes a move. He's at the 45, dropped down at the 47-yard line. Quick little slant move over the middle, and he's able to throw another 20 yards of yak on there for you.
And that's one person who needs to make an impact. He's a Colorado recruit. You have a lot of eyes on him, so you got to make sure you can get him the ball. He's had one-on-one coverage throughout the night. They just haven't looked over to him.
Now they bring Tally on the near side of the field. He's just outside of the hash marks. 3 receivers bunch on the left side. Looking deep. Now settles over the middle. Caught at the 47 down to the 45, 44-yard line of Flower Mound. Great pitch and catch there for Osunde Brown of the Volunteers offense. First down completion here in a minute. So now 2nd down and 1.
This is a much better looking drive for Bowie than they've had to start the second half. Now they're in Flower Mound territory.
Score, stop, score, and you're right back in this game. It's a shotgun snap. They fake the handoff. Here comes a free rusher. Gets the ball out. Has a man going deep. This one is dropped. Great coverage that time by number 26, Drew Gullickson. He was step for step for those Osunde Brown. And even then, Brown had a chance off the deflection to bring it in. Just could not hang on.
In, out, and in his hands again. Ultimately ends up in the drop. He had him beat one-on-one coverage. You got to bring that ball in. And now you're looking at a 2nd down. We had a chance to get 6 there.
And a great job by Gullickson. Don't give up on the play. He was step for step with Brown. It wasn't underthrown or anything like that from the quarterback Nichols. Just a great play. There's a handoff. Great move from Bowers. He shakes, he fakes. He's across the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Pick up of 4, maybe 5 yards on 2nd down. They give him 6 on the carry. 3rd down and 4 coming here for the Volunteers. Now I think we're approaching 4-down territory, especially the way the kicking game has gone for the Volunteers so far today. So if you can get any kind of positive yardage here, looks like Jack going to bring a little extra heat, and they do. Dumps it off out of the backfield. Caught across the 35. Makes a man miss at the 30, down to the 25, and knocked out of bounds is Zion Shelley. He was active early in this game, had been a little bit quiet for a bit, but find him here as this drive is picking up some momentum with 49 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
He's been one of the most productive players you've had on offense. You got to look more towards his way in the 2nd half if you want to come back in.
Now 4 receivers, 1 running back, rolling to the left, setting his feet and firing. Has a man on the sideline, wrestled down his tally. Should be close to 1st down yardage, maybe half yard short. No, they do give it to him. So a 10, 11-yard completion there on 1st down. Now just inside the red zone at the 11, 12-yard line. Shotgun formation. They bring Zion Shelley in motion, split him out wide on the far side of the field.
See if he looks in the direction of Tally.
Rolling. Took a shot in the process. Incomplete.
You see Tally looking over to the sideline saying he has one-on-one coverage with a man who's about 6 inches shorter than him on the left side of the field.
Tally's got a pretty big height advantage on pretty much everybody on the field, but we've only seen them go up top to him on like a fade route one time. He came up with it. Especially that safety is cheating over top towards him. Here's a handoff. Bouncing towards the left side, heading to the pylon. It is Bowers for 6. He shaped and banked, he spun, he juked, he moved, and he reached and found his way to the end zone to cut this down to a 1-score game, an extra point away from it being 28-21.
It's a very good run by Bowers. He's been productive in the first half. He was a little bit productive on the first 2 drives here because they were stuck in a bad situation. Now, as they drove the field, he's what you needed to get in the end zone.
So now here the extra point on its way. Kicker making his way on the 45. Spinola 2 for 2 on his extra points here today. Looking to make it a perfect 3 for 3. Kick is up and it is good.
Laundry on the field.
Now 28-21.
We got a flag over here on our side. Might be false start.
We'll have to see. I'm going to assume if it's offside, they'll throw it on the kickoff. Penalty denied. Kick is good. 28-21. Your Bowie Volunteers are trailing at home against the Jaguars, but the offense is rolling again as we head towards the fourth quarter. 5 seconds left to play in the third. We'll take a quick break. Don't forget this game brought to you by John Wade Roofing, as all games are on ZAP Productions. Be right back with you after this.
Hi everybody, Paul Lovato from Jambo's Barbecue at the historic Arlington Steakhouse here on Division Street. You know we have the best barbecue in Arlington, but did you know we cater special events? From wings for your tailgate party to smoked prime rib for your wedding reception and everything in between. We've got you covered. Call us today. Peace, love, barbecue, and football.
Welcome back in as we have a new ball game again, a one-score game, 28-21, here with just a few ticks the clock remaining in the third quarter. If this kickoff is fielded, it should take us to the fourth. If it's into a touchback scenario, there'll be one play left in the third quarter before it falls on a tee. Espindola gives it a good boot. He got all of this one. And fielded at the 5-yard line, making a move across the 10, 15, 20. Has some running room at the 25, 30. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Trey Brown with his second nice return here of this ball game, and that is going to do it for the third quarter of play. We head to the fourth quarter, a 28-21 tight game here at Wilemon Field in beautiful Arlington, Texas. We'll take a quick break. Don't forget this game brought to you by John Wade Roofing here on ZAP Productions. Be right back with you after this.
Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience, specializing in tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need property, liability, commercial, auto, or even life and health insurance, their knowledgeable agents can help you feel secure in selecting the insurance you need. Call April or Jason at 817-265-3346 or visit chapman-cornelius.com. Taqueria Taco Express is your one-stop shop for all things authentic Mexican in Arlington and Grand Prairie. And this fall, you'll now have 4 stops to choose from. Visit the new location off 20 and Little Road or any of their 3 original locations and try their $10 Taco Tuesday. It includes 5 tacos and an agua fresca. They also feature new birria items plus tortas, gorditas, and more. Find out just how much more by visiting taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Welcome back in fourth quarter action. Flower Mound has the ball at their own 38-yard line. Screen pass, little tunnel screen, caught and wrapped up immediately at the 41-yard line. Looked like Cameron Boop in the reception there. He's had quite a few catches today. Played a huge part in this screen game. Picks up about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Second down and 8 coming. Big drive here for this Bowie defense. And here's a shotgun snap, handoff. The snap was bobbled a little bit, then being brought down after maybe a yard gain is Stadler. So now a third down and long coming. Have to see what Bowie's able to do here. If they can get right back off this field and go right back to attacking a Flower Mound defense that just was on the field for a long time, be a huge opportunity.
They're playing off on the receivers here. It's not a good sign if he's only 5 yards from first.
There's that little shotgun pitch to. Oh, no, now they're going to throw it. The man is wide open and incomplete. Noah Erdman had his receiver open. All he had to do was lead Eli Brown, and that one was 6. Instead, he pulled the throw just a little bit. Incomplete pass, and out comes the punt team. What a momentum-changing play there, John.
Bowie, in my opinion, got saved by the fact that that ball was overthrown.
They were beat. They
He
were
was
beat
beat.
like a drum there.
He had,
Unfortunately, just couldn't connect.
he made the contact on the block, and he expected him to keep going. He expected him to run from the. He was expecting to run. He didn't expect to throw, and he got beat. But he got saved. Fourth down.
High snap punt is sky high. Not a ton of distance though. End over end. Takes a high bounce, maybe a bit of a Bowie bounce, as it's going to settle down about the 32-yard line. So 10:42 left to go, fourth quarter. We're changing possession. Let's take a moment to talk about Pecan Park. Thanks to Pecan Park Dental for supporting tonight's game. For busy families looking to improve their smiles, Dr. Stephanie Banks offers clear aligners, a convenient, discreet way to straighten your teeth without braces or wires. Perfect for students, parents, or anyone who wants a beautiful smile with minimal fuss. Visit Pecan Park Dental in Arlington and make the clear choice for your family's dental health. Shotgun formation, quarterback keeper. Nichols makes a move, makes a second move, and makes the whole team miss him as he then rumbles down to about the 48-yard line with what seemed like 6 white jerseys draped all over him.
Seems like not only was that ball getting carried, momentum's getting carried over the Bowie sideline. Now only down by a touchdown with 10 minutes left to go in the game. You're in good position. If you can continue a good drive here and get points out of it, you tie this ball game up.
This is a defense that has had some extended drives in this game on them. You're coming off a long drive, a quick 3 and out. Next thing you know, another long drive. Here's Bowers, makes the first man miss, makes the second, but he can't refuse the 6 game tacklers who wrap him up. So that's going to that's going to be second down here. Second 11. They actually give him a loss of a yard on the play.
The Jaguars defense was out for revenge there on that run for Bowers' last run, which led him to the end zone. Now it's second and long. See if Bowie can come back and try to cut down and make it third and short, or you can get the first down on this next play.
But I mean, let's be honest. Let's give the head coach of this Flower Mound team, Brian Basil, some is due here. This doesn't look like a team that gave up nearly 30 points a game last year. As this shotgun snap throwing, Nichols has a man caught and drops. That's the second one Browns dropped tonight. That one, the fundamentals is the issue there. It was in his hand, and he kept trying to backpedal with it instead of tucking it and turning. And because of that, the defensive back, number 26, Drew Gullickson, for the second time, it will knock the ball away.
Gullickson did a good job pursuing on that ball. Brown, like you said, if he brings it in and he turns, he's still running. But instead, now we're looking at a third and 11. You got to bring that ball in. It hits your hands. You can't have any more drops when you're down by a touchdown.
Third and 11, 2 receivers on the far side of the field. One here on the near side. Shotgun snap, fake the handoff, setting, firing, over the middle, and through the hands again of Osunde Brown. This time he was lit up. He's still down on the field, and it'll be fourth down.
Nichols led Brown. That ball was high. Brown felt every pound of that defensive back as he knocked him down.
I got to be honest with you. If I'm any of the trainers on the Bowie sideline, I'm checking out Brown right now. He should enter that protocol. If I'm being completely honest with you, he took a headshot there.
Yeah, but he got up and walked it off under his own power. That's still one of those things you want to check on. But we'll see if he comes back out for the next possession if Bowie gets the ball back after this.
You gonna ask him what the date is, how many fingers he's holding up, what you had for lunch today.
I don't know what I had for lunch today, and I didn't get hit.
I had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and it was delightful.
That sounds enjoyable.
I started adding a little cream cheese to my bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. It's a game changer, even if it's not a bagel. Here's another punt from the Volunteers. This one better, end over end, high hop, and down at the 28-yard line. So some better punts here the last couple times out for Iogofi. And we'll see what this Volunteer defense has in store. While they change the field, we'll take a quick break. Again, don't forget every one of these Bowie Volunteer football games this season on ZAP Productions, brought to you by John Wade Roofing. Actually, they're going to do a quick field change, so we'll stay with you. We'll stay with you through the change, but we'll still thank John Wade Roofing for taking care of all the kids out there, making sure every parent in the district can hear their kid play football this season. John, appreciate you. Here's a 1st down and 10, shotgun formation. Little pitch out of the shotgun. Bowie's got it red. Will they wrap it up? No. Spinning out of a tackle and down to the 48-yard line. It was Marcus Simpson. They had him locked up, and somehow Simpson, making men miss in a phone booth, picks up about 15, 20 yards.
Not only is Simpson powerful, he's got good legs, he's got a good vision cutting the ball upfield.
Jaguars go quick. They hand back off to Simpson again. He pushes forward for about 4 yards on 1st down.
And he is gaining momentum.
This is kind of been the calling card of this Flower Mound team. After picking up a 1st down, they want to go quickly. We've got a player down on the field. It is one of the linebackers here for the Bowie Volunteers, probably a defensive back, Elijah Atwood. Let's take a quick break while they attend to Elijah, and we'll be right back. Thank you again for tuning in on the Zap Sports Network, and thank you to John Wade Roofing, who presents all of Bowie Volunteer football here in the 2024 season. I'll be right back after this.
Hey Arlington residents, are you tired of rising insurance rates? Then it's time to make the switch to Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services, Inc. Since 1984, they've been your trusted local insurance experts, offering competitive quotes for all your needs. Auto, homeowners, umbrella, renters, boats, and even classic cars. Why settle for less when you can get the best? Compare coverages today and see how much you can save. Call April or Jason at 817-265-3346. Chapman Cornelius, your local insurance partner since 1984. Looking for the most unique gift for your student or athlete? Local Legends Figures has you covered. The custom 6-inch figures are designed with you and your legend in mind. They even immortalize yours truly with a custom, never-before-used model to create a Zach the Voice figure for my 30th birthday. Huge thanks to our friends at Local Legends Figures. See pricing and place orders at locallegendsfigures.com.
Timeout. Shotgun snap, rolling to his left, trying to find an open receiver, throwing on the sideline and intercepted. Did he get his feet down? No, says the back judge, coming in to say incomplete. An unbelievable read on that play. It looked like it was Johnny Mankin coming out of nowhere to make a play on that football.
And the Bowie sideline is pleading with the umpires about that should have been an interception. But it was a good play either way. He brought up the 3rd down. Good reaction, good read on that ball.
Spinks was buying time with the legs, trying to find somebody. Now the Volunteers trying to get a lineman off. They do get him off in time. So here's a 3rd down and 7. They fake the end around. Here comes some pressure and incomplete. They were looking over the middle. It looked like Massey was the intended target. And it looked to me like he trapped that football. So now 4th down coming. Punt team comes back onto the field. 8:17 to go here in the 4th quarter. And again, this Volunteer defense has been pretty darn good here tonight. A couple of miscues that I would put on special teams. I put it on the offense, on the field position that this Jaguars team received here. Oh, here's a fake punt. They're going to try and run to the sideline, but it's sniffed out. Now a flag comes in. We'll have to see who the penalty is on. If it stands as it is, we should be short of the 1st down. But again, a flag came out. It was Noah Erdman who took the fake punt to up back. But again, we're going to have to see what this flag is for.
So one thing we haven't seen much this second half is penalties as much as what we saw in the first half where Bowie had 10 of them. That was a very good play call. Bowie wasn't expecting it. It's gonna go short. Just the holding.
So they're gonna decline that. And this is huge because not only are the Volunteers getting the football with 8:08 trailing just a touchdown, they're getting the ball at their own 42-yard line. So instead of possibly being pinned deep again like they have been so many times here in the second half, they get prime field position, and they're going to face what still should be a pretty tired defense for Flower Mound. Their offense has not been on the field very long here in the second half.
And if I was Bowie, I'd come up with a game plan for Dylan Talley. Right now, he's one-on-one with the safety over top coming in, but he's waiting for one.
Handoff instead up the middle. Pick up about 5 yards on first down there for the running back, Darion Bowers. He's got to be getting close to 100 yards here on the game.
Coach Sanford Bowie has to have something cooking up, something that he needs right now in the fourth quarter to get this game tied up.
Unbelievable to me that with a single high safety shaded away from Tally, that they haven't gone up top yet.
Some of that's just good defense by Flower Mound. It would keep Nichols from looking that way. Some of that's just bad decision making by Nichols. He's rolling out to the right too much, or he's rolling away from the one-on-one coverage, and he's throwing it short passes to the strong side.
Well, here we go. Handoff again up the middle. Bowers has a little bit of daylight. He's going to break it outside. He's got some wheels on him as he's shoved out of bounds. Deep now into Jaguar territory at the 31. Flag on the play, and they're showing the flag almost where Bowers was shoved out of bounds. Down on the play is one of the linemen for Bowie. It looks like number 50. It's the man who's down.
That's the right tackle that they had limping earlier in the game. Looks like now they're going to have to replace the right tackle, and Nichols has been rolling out to the right a lot.
You are. So the backup right tackle going to be making his way into the game. Probably going to be Kevin Velasquez, I think, at least for a single play. Still no idea what the penalty marker is about. But based on where the ref put it down, I have to think a late hit or something along those lines, because it was right where Bowers went out of bounds. Unless maybe they used their penalty marker to mark where Bowers went out of bounds. Could be what happened there as well. I think that might have actually been the move. They just nope, it was a penalty. So a 15-yard infraction, some sort of unnecessary roughness, late hit along those lines. That's the problem when you're not in the same press box as the PA guy. You don't quite get that same level of inside information.
We don't have open windows in this box. We're kind of just looking through glass with the hope of we can hear something from the outside.
I get how the fish feel now. First down and 10, 15-yard line.
That's one of the few penalties Flower Mound has made the entire night, and it puts Bowie in a good spot.
Two receivers on the near side. One of the top is Tally. Looking to throw, rolling right side. Tally was open, but it said Nichols has some daylight. He's scampering. He's going up pylon. He's got it. Penalty marker down on the field, though. This one's going to come back. Typically, when you see a quarterback running around like that and then all of a sudden has room, somebody be holding.
Looks like it's going to be a holding on one of the receivers down here on the strong side. And that's going to negate the touchdown, make it first and long. We had a good chance. They've cut down on the penalties in the second half, but that one's going to come back and bite them.
Made me waste was a fantastic Brent Musburger reference there, going for the pylon. But now we'll have to come up with something else. First and goal at the 14-yard line. Handoff, bouncing, trying to bounce, actually forced back inside, brought down as number 22.
Joseph Campbell.
Yeah.
You got to say that was a chance to give Bowers a rest.
You know, you keep saying Campbell was third string, but after the fumble in the game for Denzel Ponder, we have not seen much of Denzel, and Campbell's been getting those second team reps. And now here's going to be another penalty on the Volunteers. Looked like the center that time, number 63, Ezekiel Gordillo, jumped. So now it's going to be second down all the way back at 18-yard line. 19-yard line. Actually, second down and 15. They can get a first down inside the 5-yard.
Another flag, another problem. Center's been killing Bowie tonight. Bad snaps, flags has not put you in a good spot.
Shotgun snap. Nichols has time. Throws over the middle. Caught. Spinning inside is Samaj Green. He gets it down to about the 3-yard line. Green's limping. He needs help off the field. He's calling for a sub. He's not going to get it. They're going to keep him out there. He's going to walk this one off.
You're going to have to look to your left. Dylan Talley's by himself.
One-on-one.
He's got a little shade on the inside, but he's 6'3". Throw it to him.
Hand off to Bowers instead over the middle. Again, that was a 1st and goal from the 4. They did pick up the 1st down. Now 2nd and goal. Bowers, we'll give him a yard on the carry. Clock now inside of 6 minutes. At 5:50 and a winding here. 28-21. Your Bowie Volunteers are trailing late in the 4th quarter. Ball deep in Jaguar territory. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Shotgun snap. They give. Bowers keeps. He is bottled up immediately. He's going to lose serious yards, about 3 yards on that one. Back him up to the 5, maybe even the 6.
Tally, you see him calling over to the sideline. He's covered by Braden Guard, the backup corner. There's about a 6-inch height difference here. He's asking for the ball, pleading for it.
Yeah, guard listed at 5'10". Tally is what, 6'3"?
6'3".
Also, guard looks to be playing with a broken arm. How do you not go to your D1 recruit when he's got 5 inches and 2 good arms against a guy who's playing the cast?
Now this would be a good time if you come back to him, hit him with the inside slant. He's shaded inside. You can try to throw one up to him and hope he comes down with it, but you have options.
I agree with you. Obviously, we're in 4-down territory. I'd have to think right now.
We have an injury down the field.
Dude, it's a hot summer night, John, and this is where those cramps start to come in. This one was number 55, David Chilton, one of the defensive linemen, a senior, 6 foot, 245 pounds. I try to remind kids, and I coach a lot of different sports myself. You don't start drinking water today and be okay, right? You start last night. You start yesterday. You get your hydration in before the game, so that way your body has it already in the system. We're replenishing. Can't be trying to do it all right now.
That song goes, it's been a long day's night. I've been working like a dog.
Here we go. Straight double coverage on Tally at the top of the field. They're going to go to him anyway. This is broken up. Tally was double from the start of that play. I don't know how you go right there when clearly he was double teamed.
The moment you broke the huddle, the safety rolled over and he gave the corner some help. Tally's been calling for the ball. You had 2 chances on 1st and 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's a bad play call because now it's 4th and 5. You have to score it here. You can't give up free points like this.
4th down and 5. 4th down and goal from the 5. 3 receivers. 1 running back, 1 tight end. Going for Tally over the middle. Slant route. Did he come up with it? He did. Touchdown, Volunteers. Went to your star wide receiver. First, you tried the fade route. When that does not happen, go to the slant. You mentioned it. If he's shading you inside, you go fade over top. If he's giving you that shade on the outside, hit a quick slant. That's exactly what happened there. And a great dot by Nichols. Put it right on the money.
He's got a big body. He's a big body receiver. You hit a slant like that on a smaller corner. The only person that's going to be able to knock that ball out is a linebacker with the safety because the safety's too far back in the double. And that worked out for you. You needed 5 yards. You got the 5 yards. You need the extra points.
Extra points. My goodness. That to get yourself back. The opportunity to tie the game up and the extra point. No good. So 28-27. Bowie trailing here. We'll take a quick break. Just a reminder that all Bowie Volunteer football games brought to you by John Wade Roofing, exclusively on Zap Productions. We'll be right back with you after this break.
Las albercas en Texas necesitan durante todo el año. Romy Pools brinda servicios de calidad, incluyendo limpieza, mantenimiento y reparaciones. Llama al número 469-951-0107 para una consulta gratuita y pregunta por Roberto. Romy Pools, haremos que te enamores de tu alberca de nuevo.
Hey, this is John Wade Jr., Colt Football 97, class of 98. And the next time you have a roofing issue, be sure and call Arlington's favorite roofer, John Wade Roofing. Look us up on the internet at johnwaderoofing.com.
Welcome back in after the potential game-tying touchdown. The Volunteers missed the extra point, so now still trailing 28-27. 5:03 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And Bowie's going to try and get a stop and at least an opportunity for a field goal or an extra, something. Got to get another possession here if you are the Volunteers.
And Wilemon Field has not been friendly to extra points. Last night, Sam Houston missed all 4 of the extra points. Tonight, in a crucial one, Bowie misses it. Now they're down by a point.
John, if I gave you 4 extra point kicks, how many would you make?
I'm old now to shave. I'm gonna go with 0, maybe 1, with enough stretching.
To be honest, the age and shape had nothing to do with me ever not making a kick. I'm just not a good kicker. More of a thrower.
I wasn't good at that either. I was good for hitting.
I could throw it. I could hit it far with a golf club. I could probably make a sand wedge through the upright from one end zone to the other. The kickoff end over end kick is gonna bounce and did it get recovered by Bowie? Oh my goodness, they let it bounce. What a miscue. Bowie dives on it, and now they have the football right back.
That ball took a Bowie bounce at 25.
You cannot ever let a football bounce like that live on a kickoff, especially on a short little pooch kick like that. And that is a miscue and a half here, John, in the fourth quarter.
If you're Flower Mound, your defense just came off the field after a long drive. Now they go back on the field.
This defense is gassed. If you look at, everybody's hands on hips right now, sucking for air, hoping that your offense can give you a little bit of a breather, but no, instead, right back out there. And really, Bowie doesn't need a ton of yardage here to technically be in field goal range. Now, he just missed an extra point, so how certain that field goal will be, I don't know. But, you pick up 10, 15 yards, you can at least try it. So now here we go. 5:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bowie back on the move. Little quarterback keeper. Makes the first man miss. Makes the second man miss. Gets around a yard after all that effort to the 30, maybe the 29. Here comes some late laundry, though. Flag came in after the play was already dead. And it looks like it could be against Flower Mound. Zion Shelby is pointing that direction.
That was a very dangerous run the way that
ball was flying loose around there, right? They teach you high and tight, but
he kept it high, but not tight. Anybody could have knocked that ball out of his hands. Bowie's going to benefit from the penalty here. All first half, Flower Mound was benefiting from Bowie miscues late in the game.
So a 15-yarder personal foul brings the ball to the 15. Again, momentum has shifted here.
And you would say you're in field goal range, but the way kicking has been, at least on this field the last 2 days, you never know.
Here's a handoff. Bowers makes the first man miss. He's got some running room, and he's shoved out of bounds across the 10, maybe down to about the 8.5 yard line.
And he took a man with him. If this is going out of bounds, he had a beautiful stiff arm.
Called a gain of 5 on the first down carry. I'll give him 6. Give him 6. Second down and 4. 3 receivers on the far side, 2 on the near side. They empty the backfield.
Talley's down here to one-on-one coverage, safety shading. He was looking
Instead,
that way.
Quarterback keeper Nichols fighting through a tackle. Brought down at the 5 yard line, maybe a yard. Not much there.
Yeah, they put you in a good spot. Second down, one person that Talley needs to look for, that Nichols needs to look for here is going to be Zion Shelley. Big body tight end. You need 1 yard here to get the first.
3rd and 1.
You can get the first down. Your tight end's always a good, safe option.
I think everybody is thinking run here. And again, they're just straight at the line. Going to double tally there, it looks like. No, the safety's going to come on a blitz. Great move by Bowers. He scampers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowie.
That was a great run by Bowers. Good vision. He got through a hole, used his eyes, used his legs, walked into the end zone. Great vision. Now Bowie has a lead. If the defense if they can hold here, they can walk away with the win.
Question, Jot, do you go for 2 or try and get it back to a 7-point game? And it looks like that's what the Volunteers are going to do.
You have to go for 2 here. You're up by 5.
Looks like they got the old barn door play set up. Now they're going to shift back into a regular formation.
What it did? Look at one-on-one by himself at the bottom of the field. All that confusion, nobody's shading with him. Look, and you can see the coaches right here for Flower Mound yelling. He's one-on-one by himself. The safety was taking forever to get over there.
Flower Mound had to take a timeout. I think that's is that the swinging door, the barn door, whatever play they call it there. Call it the wagon wheel if you want to.
What he did with that barn door type formation, as everybody was going, when they went to go line back up, Dylan Talley was by himself one-on-one. Flower Mound's coaches are pointing. He's one-on-one. The safety had to shade. And that's the moment the safety got over, that's when they called the timeout.
So now with 3:52 left, a big 2-point conversion coming for the Volunteers.
I would think if you're giving all that attention to one receiver, your tight end is always a good option. He's a big body. He's been very productive for you.
Zion Shelley's had a fantastic game. I wouldn't even mind a little tight end screen just because he's got such strength and the ability to just run through people. If you get the ball in his hands with a head of steam going towards the end zone, I don't see how you could bring that guy down.
And it looks like they might be set up for that too, because he's off the line behind the tackle.
Yeah.
He's the one setting the offensive lineup. I would say look for Zion Shelley right here. He's going to be a lead blocker or he's going to do a flat.
I'd love to see a little PA tight end screen. Instead, they bring Shelley in motion. They're going to look for him.
The
end around play. It's an unbelievable call, and they got the conversion. They fooled me. They fooled you. They fooled the defense. Put 2 on the board and make it a 7-point lead. The play action end around for the conversion puts the Volunteers on top 35-28. Wow, what a play.
That was a great play. Shelley did a lot of distraction there. He pulled the motion, he went back and got set. My mind said he's going on a slant, he's going on a flat. And he was a great distraction for the blocker, and they came around the end around. Shelley's leading the way. Now, 7-point lead. You have under 4 minutes. You have to hold him if you're Bowie.
I thought for sure that they were going to be looking for Shelley there in that tight situation. But, man, Green was electric and did a great job once he got the ball in his hands. All right, here we go. 3:52 left to go. Man, what a game. What a game we have been a part of here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I had been away from high school football for a good amount of time. I'm so thankful to be back on the call here because this is what you miss, right? The kids fighting their tail off, surprising everybody in the building, a great comeback, momentum changes left, right, all over the place. What a ball game we have been treated to here tonight. I would have paid for my ticket. It's been so good out there.
If you had told me at 28-14 that Bowie was going to come back and take the lead the way that they were playing with all the miscues and penalties, I probably shook my head and said, maybe not. But now they have a 7-point lead with 4 minutes left to go. After the way the game started and the third quarter started with bad snaps, penalties, and getting stuck at the 1-yard line on the kickoff, they were able to turn it around. Coach Sam was able to pull out a great play there on that 2-point conversion. 7-point lead now. 4 minutes to go. They got a holder for the kickoff.
Weight must be picking up out there. Here's the kick. Again, a high end over end. They're going to just go ahead and call the fair catch this time and not take any chances. They called for it. Looked like about the 25-yard line, so really no harm, no foul there from a touchback or anything else. So 75 yards between this Jaguars offense in a tie game. Again, the Bowie defense has been pretty good here tonight. 2 of these touchdowns for the Jags came on short fields, and then there were 4 penalties along the way. But for the most part, I think this volunteer defense has done a pretty good job on Ellis Lakes.
They've done a good job. They've gotten beat a few times deep, but Flower Mound wasn't able to recover on those deep balls. But they got to keep their eyes on the receivers. Don't look in the backfield.
Here comes the screen. Oh, it's intercepted. For 17, Kevin Baines read that one like a Harry Potter picture book and almost took it back to the house.
Baines saw green grass, and he dropped the ball as he was counting those points. He said he got 20 yards to make it. Looked too far ahead.
Hey, you make those kind of catches, you might get moved by wide receiver. Here's the end around and red ball on defense, but still somehow able to escape the tackle of Stadler. There's been a couple times here tonight, John, where I thought this kid was going to get lit up, and instead he's narrowly escaped contact and picked up big yards. Flag comes in late. I think this one might be on the defense, though.
And the number 12 from the defense.
Yeah, he's grabbing
He's trying. He's trying to get up. That cramp is fighting him.
Kyle Smith. They're trying to bring him up here. Again, this is Texas. It's August. I'm going to use this only, quote unquote, 84 degrees out there, but it's humid. It's hotter on the field than it is anywhere else, but maybe this press box without AC in here. But no, it's a lot easier to cramp up down there than you realize if you're at home listening to this football game.
That's why they tell you to drink tons of water. You said you should drink water last night. You should be drinking Gatorade all day. These are the kids that drink soda for lunch. You'd be drinking water and Gatorade knowing you have a game. Dr. Pepper's not your friend when you're playing 100 yards of football.
He barely makes it to the sideline, gets off.
That's one of those cramps he's going to feel in the middle of the night when he wakes up. He's going to extend his foot.
Some pickle juice.
I wake up at midnight.
So now first down after the penalty yardage assessed. Ball inside of volunteer territory at the 9-yard line.
I'm not gonna lie, those midnight cramps as an athlete, when you extend your foot out and you feel it, you just wake up yelling.
Charlie Horse. First down and 10. Low snap actually bounces. Pitch is wrapped up and brought down, maybe a half a yard. They went back to the running back there, Marcus Simpson. Simpson checks out, bring an extra receiver onto the field for him.
That was a low roller snap. They're able to recover and pick that ball up.
Another low snap, rolling left is Spinks. He's being chased. His throw is caught for a sideline about the 39-yard line. It was Massey. Carter Massey made that play.
It's a name we've heard a lot tonight. It's Carter Massey.
It should be about 2, maybe 2.5 yards short of a first down at the 39. Oh, they're going to give him the first down. They said he got all the way to the 41. Another low snap. This one handled by the backup quarterback, Noah Herdman. The Wild Jaguar fashion picks up back there.
Interesting formation there after the first down through the air. Maybe it's just a chance to get Spinks some rest or come up with a game plan.
Not sure, but trailing a touchdown under 3 minutes. I'm not sure if it's time for Herdman to keep running the ball. Here's a shotgun snap. Spinks throws, has a man on the sideline, but airmails. A little contact. He might have been looking for a roughing the passer call, but he's not going to get it.
It was good coverage in the back end over there. They didn't keep their eyes on the quarterback. They kept their eyes on the receiver to make sure that he wasn't going to get behind us.
Now a big third down coming. 3rd down and 10. All at the 39-yard line.
They have like 4 receivers on the left.
Here's the around, and it's got making 2 men miss, 3 men miss. Helmet comes off, and he's tackled by his own offensive lineman. It was number 7, Ryan Stadler. This kid is tough.
Kid's getting a round of applause from the very large Flower Mound crowd that made the drive.
Yeah, Flower Mound representing well here tonight. They might outnumber the Bowie Volunteer fans here. Here's a shotgun snap high, handled well by Spinks. He hands it up the middle. Simpson has it. Picks up a good chunk of yardage on first down, maybe 4 or 5 yards.
The defensive end, Okello from Bowie, he's arguing about something. I don't know if he was arguing about it not being set or flag or holding, but he's yelling at the referees.
Now's not the time, young man. Find a way to make a play. Second down, they hand off again. Met at the line of scrimmage and brought down after a little 3 or 4 yard gain. We're going to be close to a first down. Might be third and short here. Now we go back to that wild Jaguar formation. Here's Erdman. He's going to keep. And he's brought down pretty quickly, right about the 10, maybe the 9-yard line, depending on the spot. They would go ahead and give him the first down.
They gave him the first down. That was like a very good formation to get that 1 yard.
Erdman taking a beating out there today. Another Volunteers cramping. Erdman limped off the field.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's take a quick timeout here as they attend to the cramping player. That's a reminder that this year, all of your Bowie Volunteer football brought to you by John Wade Roofing on the Zap Radio Network. We'll be right back after these messages.
Zach Arnold Productions is proud to Greater Arlington and DFW area. With experience in broadcasting, podcasting, web series, public address, marketing, and public relations, Zap can help you tackle any modern communications task. Whether you need an announcer for your sporting event or just need help proofing a press release, be sure to call 817-319-2402 to see how you can find energetic media solutions for your task with Zach Arnold Productions.
Hey, this is John Wade Jr., Colt Football 97, class of 98. And the next time you have a roofing issue, be sure and call Arlington's favorite roofer, John Wade Roofing. Look us up on the internet at johnwaderoofing.com.
First down and goal. Pitches to Stadler. Here's a possible hold. Instead, Stadler goes for a pylon, knocked out of bounds at the 6. And looked to me like either a hold or a block in the back on the Flower Mound offensive line, but not called. Got away with it.
Second down. 65 seconds away from free football if Flower Mound is able to get the ball in the end zone.
Here we go. Stadler looks like he's going to be in the center. Instead, they bring him in motion. Massey now in motion. There's a double on Erdman trying to get. He gets away from 2 tackles.
Three tackles. He's down at the 1 yard line. And there's a flag.
Down.
He's down to the 1 yard line. And there's a flag. But that was a great play. He broke 3 tackles. 2 of them were in the backfield. One of them was at the 20 yard line, the way that the reverses worked out.
I have to see what the call here is. The only thing I think of is helmet to helmet, maybe. But our angle was terrible to be able to control. We're getting a cheer on this side. So yeah, they're calling the helmet to helmet play. Face mask actually is what they're calling there.
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line is around 4 shots to punch it in. And I guess the question is, if you're a Bowie Volunteer fan, can you guys dig in right now?
Both teams have 2 timeouts left. The other question is if you're
going to get 4 handoff attempts, I have to think, right? This is smash mouth football time. You're going right down the gut 4 times. Here's number 1. Stop short with the second effort. There comes a penalty flag.
the side judge was coming in for the flag out the room. He was short.
It was definitely short. Now it's
2nd and 1.
The penalty
flag is.
What are they? Oh, they're screaming the clock hasn't stopped. We can get that taken care of, guys. Don't worry. That's a quick little scoreboard adjustment. Right now, we're trying to figure out what the penalty is.
The other question is going to be is if they are able to score, do they go for 2 and win, or they just go
Absolutely.
for overtime?
Absolutely. On the road, first game of the season, statement win.
They went no flag behind, no flags. I can go still.
Flag has been waved off.
Okay.
Second
And
and
also,
goal.
too, at that point, the momentum's totally on your side if you're able to put this one in. Why even risk it?
They ran 26 out.
So now another second down from about the half-yard. I mean, you could not be closer without being in the end zone. It's where this football is fought.
If you're Coach Sam for Bowie, you need to bring every big guy you have, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, big guy waiting there at the hot dog stand, wherever you need to get to go get down in the offensive defensive line and stop them from getting the touchdown.
They got a lineman split out wide.
Right.
Definitely a screen opportunity out there.
It's gonna be a screen to the left or a rollout.
I mean, when you've got a guy split out, number 63 is 6'3", 280 pounds, and they've got him split out wide.
You look at
That's lead blocking territory to me. I don't think they're looking to go up top to good old Liam Campbell.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to look that far over. One thing you should look out for is that receiver one-on-one by himself down here. That could be a distraction up top. Come to the one-on-one. Especially if they put the corner who's cramping back on him.
It does seem to be the case as
He ran out there cramping still.
call that running, but he definitely matriculated his way over.
Yeah, somehow made it.
So yeah.
If anybody had their TikTok feed up, that could have gone viral as a new dance move.
He's still running. Yeah, the clock is going. The clock is running.
So again, this is
Clock is running. 30 seconds now.
the point is the lightning run because this has been taking a long time.
They put
9 seconds left in the play.
7 seconds.
Here's the wild Jaguar ball is full, falling on it at this disaster for the Jaguars. Could not have been closer. I don't understand why they're snapping the football. Quarterback sneak it, little touch, little tap, and you're pushing home.
That took entirely. The referees they fixed the clock. They put it back to 40. It was 42 seconds. They ran the clock down. They sat there and waited. Clock was running. Centers snapped the ball over his head, like you said. You have a quarterback. You had a lineman up top waiting for a screen, but instead you decided to do a little trickeration and it backfired. Now you've had to burn a timeout. You have one timeout left. You're back at the 20-yard line.
What a huge change in momentum. A chance to classically succeed or even go for 2 to win, knocking on the door at the half-yard line. Now, back at 15, maybe even as far back at the 18.
I think they gave him a few. I think it's more than 10.
Okay, down to the 10, but still, you should just a quick punch it in. That's a great spot. I feel like he was definitely further back than that.
Further, it seemed like it. Maybe just a slide is what caused him to go back. But now you got 3rd and 10.
Third down and goal from the 10 line. 3 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. Running back is Stadler. He's on the left side of the quarterback. Going up top, throwing it, drops, another flag.
Passer.
Yes.
Lay hit on the quarterback. And they ran the same slant that I was saying that Bowie should have ran for Tally. That's the same play that Flower Mound came out with. Good call. Had a slant on the inside because Bowie's playing so far back. The corners aren't pressing. When you're at the 10-yard line, you need to step up. You'd have a one-on-one, man-on-man all the way down. You can't have a slant. You can't have a fade. You got to stay with them.
So roughing the passer call moves the ball to the 5-yard line and gives them a fresh set of downs.
First down.
First and goal from the 5 now.
18 seconds. Flowerman has 1 timeout. Bowie has 2. 18 seconds left. And a bad time for a penalty. Brought you back close enough to where you were. Bowie had a chance to. They stopped him there. You can't have a late hit like that on the quarterback.
The run comes back into play with a timeout left. And they fake the handoff. There's this got away with a hold.
And he's
Running
covered.
the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Number 95 was held.
That was a great throw to the back of the end zone on a man coming around. It looked like maybe an in route back of the end zone, going around the back line. But
I cannot believe the amount of penalties that they've called in this football game, and a referee right on top of that play that holding is not called there. They've called everything tonight. All right, biggest extra point of your life here, young man, with 12 seconds left to go. This one is up, and that appears to be good. Well, it is.
12 seconds away from free football. See, that could have been prevented. The play before, if you don't hit the quarterback. When you hit the quarterback, it puts you back at the 5-yard line, and anything was in play, run or roll out. Instead, you had a chance to make it third down at the 15-yard line or so.
All knotted up. 12 seconds left to go here from Wilemon Field, headed towards overtime unless someone can pull a little magic out of the Bowie Volunteer hat. Take a quick break. Don't forget all your Bowie Volunteer football this year brought to you by John Wade Roofing on Zach Radio Productions. Be right back with you after this.
Hey, Arlington residents, are you tired of rising insurance rates? Then it's time to make the switch to Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services, Inc. Since 1984, they've been your trusted local insurance experts offering competitive quotes for all your needs. Auto, homeowners, umbrella, renters, boats, and even classic cars. Why settle for less when you can get the best? Compare coverages today and see how much you can save. Call April or Jason at 817-265-3346. Chapman Cornelius, your local insurance partner since 1984.
Welcome back in. 12 seconds away from overtime. Bowie and Flower Mound knotted up at 35 after a last-second touchdown. And another litany of penalties have kept the Jaguars in this game. It looked like Bowie got the break they needed after a bad snap, but a roughing the passer call moved the ball to the 5-yard line. A missed hold and a touchdown strike, and now here we are. This one booted away deep and fielded in the end zone. We're going to take it out. Don't know why. Across the 20, now across the 15, brought down at the 18. So now 6 seconds is left. We'll see how far Nichols can hurl it.
That was a bad decision. You should have taken the knee. Instead, you lose 6 seconds and you lose 5 yards where you would have been at. 10 yards where you would have been at because it's spotted at the 25 originally.
They did not have the blocking set up in a way that made sense for him to take that ball out. Trying to hit a home run there, but again, as you said, cost yourself 10, 15 yards. So now here we go. 6 seconds left to go. We'll have to see, do they just kneel on it? Do we get maybe the hook and lateral? Do we get Hail Mary?
I'm not sure. Flower Mound's coming out with three defensive backs back here around midfield. One even farther back than that.
They got the prevent defense going for sure. We're going to take a timeout. We really want to make sure they get this one right defensively.
We'll keep it here when we
stay with you guys as we have a short timeout discussion. Again, still really surprised that did not go for two with, being on the road, the momentum on your side after scoring that touchdown so late in the game. Could have been a statement moment early in the season for Flower Mound if they had gotten it.
If you're Bowie, one of the takeaways at the end of this game, when you go back to practice on Monday or Tuesdays, Mondays, Labor Day, work on whatever is going through your players' minds that's causing bad penalties, like a late hit on the quarterback on a third down. Somebody's gonna be running sprints.
I was gonna say they're gonna be running a lot on Tuesday.
We're gonna be working out, running sprints. We're gonna have a really long team discussion. Because you have more than double-digit penalties, and it's calling you and puts you in this spot. More than the mishaps with the bad snaps.
I think it's fair to say without the penalties, Louisiana always winning this game easily. Here's a handoff to Bowers. He's shaking and baking down to about the 37-yard line before he falls or goes out of bounds. But that is going to do it here for regulation. So through 4 quarters of play, We are tied at 35, so we need a little bit more time or a couple more possessions at minimum here from Wilemon Field to figure out who's coming out on top tonight. Let's take a quick break while they get overtime set up. Again, we appreciate everybody who's joining us here on the Zap Radio Network. Tonight's game, as well as all Bowie volunteer football games, brought to you by John Wade Roofing. Take a quick break. Be right back on the other side.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating Junior played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com. This broadcast is the intellectual property of Zach Arnold Productions. Any use of their multimedia, including audio, video, images, and other content, may not be repurposed without prior express consent of Zach Arnold Productions. We thank you for your cooperation and for tuning in to tonight's broadcast.
Free football coming your way from Wilemon Field here in Arlington, Texas, as Bowie and Flower Mound knotted at 35 through 4 quarters of play. Jot, what are your thoughts right now after regulation? Both teams found a way to put 35 points on the board.
I would probably say first thing, this overall discipline for Bowie. Bowie's had double-digit penalties all game, a lot of mishaps. Somehow they've been able to put up 35 points on Flower Mound. For the other side, they've had moments of really explosiveness on offense and moments of being stagnant. Again, I don't know if it's more of Bowie's defense stopping them or if it's just the repetitive nature of some of the play calls that they run back to back, a lot of their rollouts to the left. But either way, we got free football, so I'm excited to see it. And the high school rules, just like college, the ball's at 25. Both teams get a chance to play offense and defense. If you score, the other team's got to match the score. Whoever plays defense first, you stop them. Your offense can go out there with a chance to score and win the game. Here we go until somebody stops.
Something to think about here as well. The kicking game is much better for Flower Mound. So I have to think that Bowie is going to be in 4-down territory the moment they touch that football. They're not kicking a field goal, I feel like. Where Flower Mound might be a little bit more willing to take 3 if they can't pick up a first down. We'll see how that plays out. Because the punting game, the kicking game has been a struggle.
One thing for Bowie's got to come out and do the right thing when they get the ball on offense is run the ball. Flower Mound can run the ball. Bowie sometimes doesn't want to.
Nice snap, handoff up the middle right away. Picks up 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards by the time all things are said and done there for Simpson. For a guy who's not listed at the top of the depth chart, he's had a wonderful game here. Actually, he is now listed. Simpson is listed as the number 1 running back.
I think it's changed throughout the game. I think somewhere along the game they said, you know what, you're running explosiveness, you're running with good vision. We're gonna put you at the number 1.
There's another handoff to Simpson. He's got all day.
He ran a man clean over to get down at the 1-yard line. The middle linebacker was just standing there waiting to make a tackle. Instead of approaching him to make the contact, Simpson lowered his shoulder, ran the middle linebacker over, and got down at the 1-yard line.
And he is still down, finding his way back up. He reminds me a lot of Adrian Peterson, the way that he's running the football. The way he's using his pads, using his stiff arm, he's launching himself into people. He just runs. He runs the ball like AP did back in the day.
He's got very good vision. Look, he's down, and Bowie has a man down over on the far side over there. A lot of injuries, a lot of cramping earlier in the fourth quarter. Bowie had brought in one of the cornerbacks who had left with a cramp, and he was hobbling to get back onto the field to play.
Respect that commitment, that drive, but sometimes next man up is the worst thing to watch. You're not able to put any pressure on your leg.
It's been a very interesting first Friday here at Wilemon Field.
Absolutely gorgeous evening now. It was supposed to rain at some point, never really came, but the temperature now down to 82 degrees. I'd have to get in the pool when I get home after this. Nice relaxing evening swim. So now we'll have first and goal. Looks to be about the 3-yard line, maybe 2.5-yard line. Flower Mound trying to punch this one in. 27. Stadler in the slot, Massey on the far side. Bunch formation on the near side. They bring Stadler in motion. They pitch to him in the end around, and he finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Stadler now hobbling after scoring the go-ahead TD. That looks like no problem at all for this Jaguars offense.
The way that the Jaguars offense is running, they're playing the Michigan Wolverine fight song. They've been running just like the Wolverines. The line getting pushed all night long. That it's ground and pound, and they were able to wear Bowie down in 3 plays to get into the end zone here. First possession of overtime.
This doesn't look like a 5-5 team that missed the playoffs last year. I can tell you that right now. They have played some good football here tonight. The extra point up and good. So now here we go. It's on Bowie to find a way to score and make the extra point. I don't know if you're Bowie. If I'm scoring, I might try and take a 2 here.
Yeah, you don't want to go toe for toe. You don't want to go toe for toe another round of overtime if you score.
I'm with you. You gotta try and end this thing here. You know what you need? Go get it. So 25-yard line is where this possession will start for the Volunteers. Again, both teams were fairly beat up at this point. Had quite a few cramps, quite a few injuries. One player broke his leg on the first play of the game.
It's been a very rough game.
Or at least in a boot now at this point. As number 18, Cade Nichols, been limping around after that opening kickoff. He's in a boot down there. Here's the first play. Nichols throwing to the end zone. Incomplete.
And his receiver took a shot on the way down, too.
It was
Samaj Green.
Samaj Green.
He's down.
Is still down. Had a man open. Interesting that they went for the big play right away. Green is going to get helped off the field. Nobody's going back down.
He took a shot. Safety came over as that ball was coming down, and he laid into him. Green had no chance.
So we just had the wind knocked out of him.
While he's down, we're going to take a 15-second break. This is Bowie Volunteer Football, brought to you by John Wade Roofing.
Las albercas en Texas necesitan servicios durante todo el año. Romy Pools brinda servicios de calidad, incluyendo limpieza, mantenimiento y reparaciones. Llama al número 469-951-0107 para una consulta gratuita y pregunta por Roberto. Romy Pools, haremos que te enamores de tu alberca de nuevo.
And we're back here to Wilemon Field, second down, and the overtime possession for Bowie. Samaj Green was able to get helped up off the field after taking that shot. Bowie trails 42-35. Must score here.
Second down and 10 from the 25. And as you mentioned, have to score to keep this game going. Overtime. Takes the handoff screen into the flat. Across the 20 down to the 18 or so yard line. That time is Antonio Birdow. He's coming up a little hobbled. Third down and 2.
To give you a quick score update from around the area, Austin Lake Travis came up to Arlington, beat Arlington Martin 51-12 over at Choctaw Stadium.
Lake Travis, typically a perennial powerhouse.
Two top 50 teams in the state. Lake Travis came up here, made the trip. 51-12 was the final.
Handoff up the middle. Making a man miss. Here's the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. It was the fantastic running back, Darian Bowers, was able to potentially knock this game back up. But look, we'll have to see what they decide to do. They are sending the field goal unit on. So one extra point missed already today. This one could be for the game.
A very interesting call to go for it. I would go for two in this situation.
I'm absolutely with you. You've already missed an extra point. One more was close to being missed. Biggest kick of this young man's life here. Pick us up.
It's good.
It is good. And possibly a roughing the kicker, no? He got leveled. Absolutely leveled. Again, as many calls that have gone against Bowie here tonight, the whistle has not blown the same way on the other side of the football. Kicker got absolutely leveled on that play, not a peep.
Flyman has done a good job though in the defense of playing disciplined. Bowie, they had 10 penalties in the first half. They had a bad penalty at the end of regulation with the roughing the passer. And with the moment that Bowers scored, I'm glad there was no flags on the play there because earlier in the game, Bowers had a good run, a 30-yard run that got called back by flags.
So now here we go again. Another possession will start at the 25, and this time it will be Bowie who will have it first. As we alternate possessions back and forth. 42 all. We're going to go to the other side of the field for this possession.
And as they take the long walk, let's go ahead and give you another score update. Our partners is Zach Arnold and his dad Pops. They went out to Mesquite today to cover Arlington High. Always on Cold Radio, presented by John Wade Roofing. Arlington came away with the win 23-21 against Mesquite, out in Mesquite. And then around the corner from here, Mansfield beat Mesquite Horn 38-20. Cedar Hill beat Midlothian 40-7. And Garland beat North Dallas 24-7.
Scores around the DFW Metroplex trickling in here on our Friday night coverage. Don't know how many of the games have been more exciting than this one, though.
I would say this would be one of the most exciting and probably one of the few that went to overtime.
Here's the handoff. Bowers across the 25, now down to about the 20. Picks up 4, maybe 5 yards on the first down carry. Second overtime here. This time it will be Bowie who has the ball first. Flower Mound will have second. Again, I have to think 4 down territory the whole way through for Bowie.
Yeah, Bowie has to score no field goals in this situation. You have to get in the end zone.
Bowers across the 20, across the 15, 10, 5, and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 3. First and goal to go.
He wasn't able to keep his footing getting around that corner when he got to the 5. All he could do was step over out of bounds at the 4, but now 3 to 4 yards. That's all you need to get in the end zone here. Take a lead and put the pressure back on Flower Mound.
Nichols joined in the backfield here by Joseph Campbell. Quarterback's going to keep it, trying to get rid of it, throws, and caught for a touchdown. That is number 18, Alex Calhoun, the senior tight end, the backup tight end, making his first catch of the game in a pretty big moment here.
That's the first time we've called his name today. He came in at a good time, double overtime. Call his name, you make the catch. Now, Bowie's going for 2, up by 6, 48-42.
I like it.
They got 1-2 earlier at the end of near the end of the fourth quarter to put it to 35-28, and which ultimately led to Flower Mound getting down the field to score to tie the game up. Let's see if Bowie can go 2 for 2 from 2 today.
Timeout taken. Again, they have that swinging door formation set up down there.
The last time when they came out of that swinging door, as they got lined up, Dylan Talley was 1-on-1. Let's see if they're gonna try to get him 1-on-1 again, or they got trickeration. I'll say look again for Zion Shelley, the tight end, either as a blocker or to get out flat, catch the ball, try to get that 2-point conversion.
It's like another cramping lineman out there trying to get off the field. Darnell Ikome, 55, trying to stretch out that right back of his calf, the back of his leg. I'm not quite sure, but he looks to be just tight in his legs right now, trying to stretch it out.
Pedialyte will be your best friend tonight. Go to the QT on the way home, get you a nice big bottle of Pedialyte, you'll be good to go.
I might need to hit up the foam roller, get everything, get it all rolled out, get those knots out of there.
There you go. Hey, Pedialyte, if you're looking to sponsor us, call Zach on Productions. We'll take it. We can supply Bowie High School right now with Pedialyte. That'd be good to go. They're cramping everywhere.
All right, here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Again, you've got 3 linemen, a wide receiver, and a running back split out wide here on the near side of the field. What in the world? That went about as well as the Cowboys played 2 years ago with Zeke Elliott at center. That was about as poor as you could have run a conversion.
Of all the possible plays you could have ran.
That looked like when the Colts ran that play and got made fun of on national television.
We're glad this game was not on video. If it is, that play's going to be ran back over and over.
That video would have been not safe for work.
Now, by doing a bad play and double overtime for the 2 and missing it, but you put all the pressure back on Flower Mound. But if they score, they can get extra points.
You've run the ball with ease in overtime. Even if that's the formation you run with, throw the quick screen out there. What in the world are you trying to do there?
You have a D1 recruit as your number 1 receiver. He hadn't had many touches except for the touchdown. You got to give him the ball.
Right, shotgun formation. Spinks takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. A little bit of room, but not a ton there for Marcus Simpson. Picks up, we'll call it 2.5 yards on first down.
Simpson's still running strong all the way down into the second overtime.
48-42, a 6-point lead. Touchdown and an extra point will do it for Flower Mound. So again, they're going to be in 4-down territory as they know they need 6. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun formation, rolling to the near sideline, being pursued heavily, throwing and almost intercepted, knocked away by the defender, number 5, Jeremiah Brinson. Again, Brinson, a guy who had over 100 tackles last year. Making a big play here. Would have been nice to see him find a way to intercept that football, but still keep this team out of the end zone. You've got 2 more downs to work with on this set here.
And that play was all set up by the pressure by number 42, Brian Kearns, defensive end for Bowie. He made good pressure as Spinks was rolling out to his left to make sure that he wasn't going to get that ball to anybody of importance and force a 3rd down.
Here's the handoff to Noah. Rolling, throwing, Conrich to 5. There's again that Erdman takes the snap, hands it to Spinks, and Spinks throws the football. Offensive coordinator for Flower Mound has done a nice job working in some of these trick plays here tonight.
Bowie's defense, the linebackers and corners aren't adjusting. The coaches have not said, okay, we're going to get pressure. We're going to press the receivers, but they're looking too far in the backfield. On the backfield, they're not keeping an eye on their man. Too many deep balls that have either gone over their head or stayed right in front of them and resulted in big plays. And now, Flower Mound's 5 yards away from tying this game up.
Trailing by 6, they need a touchdown and an extra point for the win. And now we are going to get a timeout here.
And we just want to tell everybody thank you for staying with us. Of course, we volunteer radio presented by John Wade Roofing.
John Wade. Zap Productions After Dark now.
There you go, After Dark at 10:30.
This is when it gets wild. After 10:30, we get a little cookie on the air here.
We do hope everybody that's driving home has a safe night. Everybody that went to the Bowie Mesquite game, or the Arlington Mesquite game, and saw Arlington win. Hope you guys get home safe. Arlington at that point in time, the district was 3-0. Martin down the street lost 51-12 to Austin Lake Travis. And Bowie here has a chance to hopefully play some defense to try to get a win. Flower Mound at the 5-yard line, down by 6, first and goal.
Actually, we just found out 2-point conversions are required in the second overtime. So here's a quarterback keeper. It was the Wild Jaguar formation for Erdman as he tries to punch his way down there, does not get it. So if Flower Mound scores, they will have to go for 2 as well.
Second and goal. Bowie's defense got to do everything they can to keep him out of the end zone.
And then I believe after this possession, we just go 2-point conversion attempts
the rest of the way. You've seen everything tonight. A lot of penalties, a lot of points. Now we're seeing double overtime.
Here's the handoff up the middle, stuffed.
Good play by the defensive end, O'Kello. Was able to get in, stuff that
Marcus Simpson had nothing to work with there.
One of the few runs that Simpson's had that's gotten no gain tonight.
So now here comes third down from the 6-yard. (48-42). And it's going to be a false start on the running back, Simpson. Huge mistake there for a guy who has played so well tonight.
One of the few penalties that has been called on Flower Mound. They've played really disciplined tonight. Unlike Bowie, who's had double-digit penalties, been a complete opposite when the flags got thrown tonight.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw, trying to buy some time, moving, throwing, grinding, passing for the touchdown. Noah Spinks has continued to buy time with his legs. He manipulated that pocket, continued to buy time and let Massey work his way across the back of the end zone. So now here's the game right here. 2-point conversion gets picked up. Flower Mound wins. If Bowie can find a stop, then we're going to triple overtime. They empty the backfield. 2 receivers on the left, 3 on the right. Shotgun snap. Rolling to his left, throwing. Spinks has a man. It's Massey. That's the ball game. Flower Mound will find the end zone for the 2-point conversion, winning this one 50-48. What a way to start your football season on Zach Arnold Productions. I can't think of some more action in a high school football game around the city tonight. There's no way that any fan out there had a more exciting game to watch than we just had here tonight.
Very exciting on both sides. Flower Mound came out to play. Bowie, it took a little while to show up, but once they finally showed up, it made it a good ball game to watch. Good ball game to attend. Flower Mound did everything they needed to do the right way to win at the end of the game, 50-48.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming right up.
Zach Arnold Productions is proud to service the greater Arlington DFW area. With experience in broadcasting, podcasting, web series, public address, marketing, and public relations, Zap can help you tackle any modern communications task. Whether you need an announcer for your sporting event or just need help proofing a press release, be sure to call 817-319-2402 to see how you can find energetic media solutions for your task with Zach Arnold Productions.
Welcome back into the quarter post-game show presented by John Wade Roofing. John Sr. played for Arlington High School and was the MVP in 1976. He also played for TCU and earning all conference and conference championship honors. Their short stint with the Houston Oilers, he started roofing in 1982 and never looked back. His legacy on the gridiron has now been the legacy of the company he built in the community for over 40 years. The next time you have roofing needs, or gutters, or painting, or solar, or more, call the family that does it all at 817-265-5520. John, what are your thoughts on the game here tonight?
It was a game that either team could have won. Bowie had their chance. They weren't able to capitalize. They made a lot of penalties, a lot of bad mistakes early in the game. They had double digit penalties in the first half. They started the game off with a bad snap. They started halftime off with a bad snap after getting the ball down at the 1 yard line, but still were able to overcome it, score 48 points. It's a testament to them, testament to Coach Sam to be able to come back and get the game close. Flower Mound did everything they could to win the game, and that's why they won the game. They didn't have to stray away, do anything different. Norris Spinks was able to go every time he rolled to the left, rolled to the right. He had open receivers. He made no bad throws, prevented interceptions. He did everything right. And when you do things the right way, you end up with plays.
I truly feel watching this football game on Flower Mound and going to win the game. I meant the amount of penalty and what's called boneheaded mistakes that the Volunteers did tonight, you don't deserve to win a football game, right? You had crucial third downs where you had to stop you need and have a roughing the passer penalty. You had a touchdown call back for a holding. You had double-digit penalties in the first half, right? And you had multiple dropped interceptions that could have put this game away. So at the end of the day, this is a game of what if for Bowie, and I think we saw a lot of talent tonight. I think both teams are better than we thought they were. I think when you look at the stats last year, you look at what Flower Mound did last year. Maybe we weren't that impressed coming into this game with how they're going to put on the field. But man, after this game is said and done, I can tell you right now, they've got themselves a quarterback. Noah Spinks is a baller. He is a tough son of a gun. He took a beating tonight. He took some shots, but every time his team needed him to make a play, he bought just enough time with his legs, moved the pocket just enough, and was able to find really Massey a majority of the time. Massey or as well as Ryan Stadler. Those were the two offensive weapons out of the passing game. But overall, I know we're the home broadcast for Bowie here, for Crew here tonight. But at the end of the day, they got outplayed. They were undisciplined at times, and Flower Mound came in here and they took advantage of the 150, 200 yards of free offense via penalties that they were given here tonight.
And that's one thing that for Bowie going into next week, you have to go back and trust. And Flower Mound trusted the quarterback to make the right plays. They trusted their offense. They trusted their system. Now we're not going to sway away from our system, no matter what the situation brings. Bowie, on the other hand, you have star players like Bowens, your running back, and like Dylan Talley, your star receiver, and your tight end who showed up tonight, Zion Shelley. You have to give those guys the ball. It can't fall on the quarterback. A lot of that was play calling. You didn't have the plays called at the right time. You had the touchdown that Dylan Talley got at the end of the game. That was called for early. He needed the slant. He was one-on-one covered by a corner who was 6 inches shorter than him. Safety didn't shade. You had all the chances to win, but you take it as a teaching moment. You come back next week and you want to get the win next week.
So let's talk player of the game. Who are you honoring this week here?
Player of the game from the winning team. Obviously, it's got to go to Noah Spinks. He played well. He did everything right. He had I believe he had no turnovers. Yeah, they had a few high snaps for Flower Mound. Noah Spinks played well in the system that's built around him. Roll out left, roll out right. Go to the strong side and make sure you hit the two receivers that are always going to be waiting for you. 5 yard, 8 yard curl, 5 yard out, 10-yard slant.
Yep. It was easy offense. It was absolutely easy offense. This team was well prepared. They were disciplined. They knew what they did well, and they knew who their playmakers were, and they found a way to get the ball into their hands. That's the difference in this game. We knew who Bowie's playmakers were, and they didn't get the ball to them. They did not get the ball into their playmakers' hands in the fourth quarter, and it comes back to bite them. So I agree with your play of the game. I'm also going to add in there Stadler as well had a fantastic game, and Massey was unbelievable tonight. Seemed like he got 25, 30 targets, but you know what? He made plays. At the end of the day, he made plays. So we appreciate everybody who joined us here tonight. We've talked all the scores here around the league, but next up for Bowie, they play Friday next week, the 6th at Keller. Next games on Zach Arnold Productions. We've got next Friday, Arlington taking on Flower Mound. And it will be, Flower Mound Marcus on Facebook Live. And Sam Houston versus Burleson Centennial live on YouTube. For all of us here at Zach Arnold Productions, we thank you for supporting local football and local businesses by tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Until then, good night from Arlington, Texas.